Hello.
Oh,
Okay. Do you feel better now?
yes.
Did you get that out of your system? Good. Welcome to what is this? What is this? Is this episode 4?
Four.
Oh gosh, I should
Yep.
probably have Twitch chat open. Oh Lord. Thank you for joining us today for episode 4 of rEvolution. This one last week was Panic at the Goth Club, and this one's Panic at the Goth Club.
Panicker.
Panic harder. Yeah, there's definitely panic at the golf club. Goodness.
Oh,
I mean, maybe they're
fucking
panicking
Lord.
at the golf.
There will be when Zach shows up.
There we go. But yes, I am your GM / host, Natalie, also known as Dark Aardvark. You can find me on Twitter at dark_aardvark. Just like conveniently here, there's my promo button. On my Twitch channel, which you are already here. I would mix it up and go in reverse order, but let's buy Amber more time to put her face on, and we'll go with the traditional order. I don't know. Boy, save me, Robin, please. A little bit about yourself and what happened to your character last time, if you please.
My name is Robin. You can find me on Twitter at KaikaC. You can find me here on Tuesday night with Hope and Natalie talking about Star Trek The Next Generation. We're up to season 4, so that's pretty exciting. And then you can find me on Me Lady Cyto's channel on Wednesday night in Once Upon a Leap, D&D fantasy fairy tale or fairy nightmare themed game, and then on Thursday night on Me Lady Cyto's channel in a Seafaring campaign run by Aniki Tony. And last week, Amy was trying to organize things to make sure that we got this. Our first assignment was a success in that we got our first person that we were supposed to recruit into Eliza Blackstone's school for humans with strange powers.
Sure.
I feel like there's not really a good name yet. I think that's something that's still being workshopped over there in Blackstone HQ.
Yeah, they're still doing focus groups and stuff. Yeah.
It was just Blackstone Institute.
Probably.
Yeah, but like what they, like their mission statement, I feel like still could use some fleshing out. And maybe Heather is the first person to be in the focus group. I don't know, but anyway. So there was a lot of running.
Lord
around.
help us all.
There was a lot of running around with that, and then at the end, when things seemed to be going okay, Amber seemed mad, but whatever. It happens. But Zach seemed to be taking care of it, so Amber was like, whatever. But then all of a sudden, Heather shouted out something, and a body slammed into a wall with immense force, presumably having been sent into that wall by Heather's fist. Is at least the first guess that Amy has, and so that's where we ended off. And now Amy is wondering exactly what is going on, and is going to have send Denise out to do her first de-escalation.
A supervised de-escalation is in the plans. I hope that works out for you.
I mean, it's better that she has one while Amy is there than like having to do it the first time without Amy there. So
That's
Amy's like, if it goes really bad, I can always jump in. But let's see what Denise can do.
Okay, that's fair. Let's slide on over to our right. And
Sorry, I'm laughing about Roadhouse again.
Okay.
I know that this is a Kurt Russell character, not Patrick Swayze, but you say just de-escalation and it's the 80s, and it's just be nice until it's time to not be nice.
That's fair. That's very fair. But a little bit about where we can find you, Hope, and what happened to Zach last time.
Yeah. I'm Hope Tracy. You can find me here on Sunday nights and on Tuesday nights for the same reasons that Robin is here. And then on Cyto's channel on Monday nights and occasionally on Voice from the Baltic Star on Saturday nights. This coming Saturday is one of those Saturdays. We'll be playing a mystery game. We don't know what it is.
Oh, is that the first mystery is what game it is?
Yes, exactly. Their GM Ben made the game. I'm sure it involves D6s and it absolutely does not involve D10s because he loathes them. But it's about a missing chunk of time back in 1917. So it was interesting. Last week, Zach was basically useless. He kind of brought pizza and then he hung out, and Heather did not like him, and he gets it. It's fine, but we're here. We're waiting for the person who knows what's going on to show up. And then when she showed up, Zach was like, "Hey, Amber, let's go watch the bottle bots. I got $50 on the green bottle." And we were just about out the door when we heard that commotion. I'm just, maybe Amber wants to stay if this involves Heather. I don't know. Probably. Manly giggle.
Manly giggle.
Manly
Indeed.
giggle. I could just say the little hand. It's like the dog in Duck Hunt, the one that really gets you really pissed off every time.
I just Zach just suddenly turns into the chibi Zach. Giggling. All right. Thank you very much. Let's move on over to the incomparable Dennis. You're muted.
You're still muted.
I had a whole thing.
It looked like it.
It did.
It was so funny.
It looked.
Anywho, it's okay. Hi,
Back to one.
I'm Dennis. Obviously, yes, I just repeated it. And calm down. She obviously does not like me.
Introduce me. I'm the star.
Never tell a woman to calm down.
Look at the star I have right here under my tail.
That's my delightful cat. She'll be noisy probably, apparently, based on the last 30 minutes of this. And you can find me on Sundays here doing my heterosexual thing. Super hetero. Samuel is. Dennis, not so much, because that was really gay what I just did. And
super hetero.
And you.
I think I got straighter listening to that.
I hope so. Hope.
sure
Someone needs
didn't.
to be the masculine one at this table.
I sure the fuck didn't. I did not.
And it's gotta be you or Cyto.
Oh no, I got so much gayer listening to that.
Yeah.
So much gayer.
And you can also find me on Wednesdays on me Lady Cyto's channel. I said it right today, everyone. And doing my PETA thing. Yeah, it's pretty great. Anywho. What happened to Samuel last week? Not last week. Last 20 or so days, Anywho, well, a lot's happened. I got some food catered in. I found out my blood tastes spicy and cool. That's nice. It's nice to know I'm special. Of course, he had to sign an NDA, all the fun things. And, Heather's a lot. And I have a feeling we're going to have to save her. Especially since she decided to, just punch what I'm presuming a vampire into a wall. I just hope that vampire has super strength so that he doesn't, get badly injured going through that wall. But I'm just gonna let it happen. Just watch and see what plays out, because this isn't my club. Clearly my tabs sometimes definitely might pay for repairs, but it's not my worry. And I'm gonna see if Amber's gonna do anything, or if she's just gonna let it happen. You
All
know,
depending on you.
all depending on everything. But yeah, not a lot happened to me. I just instigated a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was super cool to taste some spicy blood. I like it. Put that on the tacos. Right. And last but most certainly not least, my lady Cyto, a little bit about yourself and what happened to Amber last time.
Hello, my name is Milady Cyto. You can catch me here where we play tabletop games on Sundays, and I play the delightful Amber, who's is going through some things and uses drugs as a coping mechanism. So far, it's been doing pretty great. The last episode was pretty rough for her, because the only family she has that knows about her actual powers is also the family that let her be berated by an incessant, frustrating twerp who's got an advantage on life compared to what she had. And everyone just let it happen. And she's actually not feeling so great. Like,
None of us saw it the same way you did. You looked like you were having fun.
you're good. You're fine. That's not that's Amber, not
Okay.
that's Cyto. No. So that's Amber's feeling on it.
Oh,
She's
okay.
definitely, she's definitely very closed off. She doesn't like to talk about feelings or anything like that. That's why she uses drugs as a coping mechanism. And she knows that if she were to go home and explain her situation to her parents, it probably wouldn't be as lovey-dovey as it is now. That's why she uses a lot of avoidance with that situation as well. Do you see a common pattern here? Because I sure do. And by using avoidance, she stays at her charming friend's house, who is technically her sugar daddy.
Because he's so straight.
Because he's
so straight.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. So straight. Having trouble saying that with a straight face.
No.
I don't know why.
Your face was the straightest thing about that sentence.
Yeah, the subject matter just kind of skews the whole thing.
She was invited to go watch BattleBots, and she's quite excited because it gets her mind off the situation at hand, which is great. Once again, a great avoidance until there was a loud sound coming from the actual club. Sounds like Heather's in trouble. Well, pop the popcorn. It's gonna be a great show. And last time she checked, she signed a contract saying to help her find her way. She found the way. That's someone else's problem now.
Fair.
I mean, I'll pin her with my gaze if you want to beat her up.
Oh no, it's much nicer to watch life lessons do it by itself.
Actions have consequences indeed, and I hope you all remember that.
Also, can we? Amber definitely wants another line. If anyone has an opportunity, I think that's probably the first thing that goes through her head is as someone goes through the wall. She's like, God damn it!
Thought, and she's like, man, I should have asked for that bump before I came down for battle.
Yeah.
I feel like Zach had just lit a cigarette too as they were like reaching the doors.
I miss the 80s. You
We're
can
like
smoke
looking
inside
down
the
at
club.
it, like
Yeah, I
I
was
was
gonna
enjoy
say.
this.
Yeah.
Doing the toss aside.
Yeah.
No, you can just rip the top of it, roll it out.
That's not how you do it in movies, Cyto.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
gone.
it's
You
gotta
light
have the
it, you
thematic
look at it, and then you throw it down into the corner. That's how it works.
Gone forever. So not
When
only
you
That's an
start having
constant
half a
only-
day, one cigarette doesn't matter.
not only she's like, damn it, I could have used a line. Now she's like, oh, God damn it, that was a waste of a cigarette.
It's already
I used to
starting
buy
off down.
4 a day for my mom. Like, this is not, one cigarette is not a huge deal from the 80s.
No,
Especially at the early mid 80s prices.
Yeah.
now they're like 16 per pack. Or 6
Oof.
they're like $6 a pack, but still.
It's pretty close to 10 here, yeah.
Goodness.
insane.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. All right.
So if you learn anything from Amber, it's a good time to quit.
So, with that, we'll get back into it. So, what Amber yelled at the end of last time, and we'll just start right back up at that spot. She said,
was it Amber? It was Heather.
"Oh,
right?
Heather. Yes, sorry. I got my bitchy young ladies confused."
I was gonna say, I don't remember yelling anything, but I was gonna let you go with it. I was like, what the hell did I yell?
Heather
It's-
yelled.
It's funny how similar. It's funny how you conflate the two. I don't know how that would.
Yells, "No means no," and then you hear the thud. There aren't. If this was a regular human club, you might hear some like screams, but instead it's met with some growls and snarls from various preternatural creatures that are the clientele of the establishment. But above all, you hear Devin, who says, "That's totally not cool. They're gonna bleed out, and that's not cool. Amy's gonna be so pissed."
Not wrong.
Amy is gonna motion for Denise to handle the situation.
Sure. I will
And I'm
Does
say,
she
gonna,
give a look? Does she give a look or anything? Like, please no. I wouldn't know her response at the beginning.
Yes. Where are we in relation to all of these things? I guess is a good starting
Well,
question.
this is on the I'll go over a quick layout of the venue again. You come in the front main double doors. There's a curved wall there. That is the far side of the dance floor from the stage, and you're met by I think it was Jeremy was the bouncer. Well, Jeremy's the bouncer that happens to be working tonight. And from there you can go either left or right. Either direction you go. Up against the front wall are stairs that go up. They're L-shaped stairs. They go up and then there's a landing and then they go up to the VIP balcony area where our characters tend to hang out in the club when they're not dancing or going out to the back alley for battle bottles. So this would be on the, if you're like backs to the front door looking, it's at the bathroom to the left of the stage. Circular dance floor with a pentagram in the middle of it. The left wall has the fire exit / where deliveries come in. That's where Zach will be unloading stuff from the truck when he's got stuff to deliver. And then the middle of this sort of midsection is the stage. There's public restrooms on either side. There's doors to either side of those that lead to a U-shaped hallway that connects with each other, and there's 4 rooms on the back. The order that they're in has not been set in stone yet, but it's a green room for the bands, storage, and Amy's office. There's also a staircase in one of those rooms, probably the storage, that goes up to was it an efficiency or a 1-bedroom apartment, Robin? I don't remember.
It is a 1-bedroom.
Goes up to a 1-bedroom, a 1-bedroom apartment. That isn't lived in full time, but it's a nice place for Amy to crash.
Hard to
when
tell
she
that it's not lived in full time.
wants to. Hard to tell. I mean, it's maybe I should say it's not listed as her primary residence. So yeah, that's what you hear. Do you
For tax purposes, it's not listed as anything.
Yeah, true. And I'd imagine occasionally, like the bands that have like a better relationship with Amy and stuff, like maybe stay there or something too. Yeah, so that's the layout of the place. Does anybody get a visual on this?
Yes, I was going to say, does Amy see what's happening?
She's able to easily. She might have to like stand up, but only walk a few steps, because she's still up in the VIP balcony area.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, and
Do I see Denise?
you see Denise. She was over by the bar when it happened. She's actually on the phone
Okay.
when that happens, and it wouldn't be, especially after hearing what Devin yelled out about how he's going to bleed out. It's probably not too much of a leap that she's calling for medical assistance. It's probably not 911, but maybe.
Okay.
And you also see Devin and a couple of his other vampire friends are standing around. Devin seems to be keeping his cool, but the other vampires around him have their hackles up a bit. And there is a young club boy in short shorts and a mesh crop top laying on the ground in a pool of dark viscous liquid.
Clear as to whether or not they're a vampire.
It's Amy's club. She's here all the time. I would say she recognizes. What the pejorative for this young man laying on the floor would be a fang banger.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Where just to explain it for people that may not know, like a regular vanilla human that knows about vampires and is like really into it. Which, given what we've heard from Devin, makes a lot of sense. Because some people, they find it euphoric. They like the. Anyway, I'll save Devin for when.
Okay.
Devin's
So
informed.
Amy will once she sees, because I'm assuming this phone call does not take a long time.
She sees you like looking at her, and she's still on the phone, but she hands it off.
Okay.
To one of the other bartender working, or we'll
I mean,
say.
I think I just figure in a bar where you've got vampires, Amy probably has a procedure in place for blood related problems. Let's just put it that way. This seems like something she probably either sorted out at the beginning or sorted out very quickly. But she will motion to Denise to go over and find out what happened. But she's also going to like nod her head, like I've got your back. I just, like she's trying to communicate that she wants her to get her feet wet while Amy is there to.
Denise
to back her
is
up.
definitely like you see Denise before you catch her eye. Denise is definitely terrified. But she? I mean, she's reacting as one would hope somebody in her position reacts on a crisis, but she's definitely very scared, for numerous reasons, I'm sure. But yeah, she hands off the phone and like starts making her way over there. In the short little while before it doesn't take very long for you to communicate all that with her. She's been working with you for a while, and she's even more attentive to what her boss wants after having to sign the contract with her, learning it's a demon boss.
Yeah, where's Samuel?
Where is Samuel? That is a good question. I do not remember.
Did this happen below the VIP area or
no? It's down the stairs. It's happened in front of one of the bathrooms.
Got it. So I probably would have. I'm not going to do anything flashy, but I'm definitely just going to take my whiskey and walk down the stairs at a gingerly Grace Kelly pace.
Super straight.
And just, just observe what's going on and not show my wings, but have them like not furled. Calm down. not furled.
That's what Samuel's yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
Just like down my back, kind of.
Okay.
Because it's the only way that I can heal people. And since I'm seeing a man with blood, I'm not going to walk fast because I want to see if Amy can handle this again, but I want to be ready to heal in the case.
Okay.
Yes, I think Amy will. I think once Denise sort of gets over and starts to engage with Heather and Devin, because I'm assuming they're kind of all squaring off a little bit at this point, is what's happening, or not, or is
it is it is pretty much what's happening. Although Devin is trying to be the voice of reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and Zach's about to charge in.
And I would say Amy is aware that Devin is a very, very old vampire. So it makes you are probably sussing out that his vampire friends are younger than him.
Also, does
stuff.
Question for Dennis: does Amy know you can heal people?
I feel like at this point you would.
Okay.
Well, are we, lady of the game, are we saying
I like
that we all have
it's like Lady of the Lake or something
together before this?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I definitely heard that way wrong. I could have been the crunching that I was doing in my own ear, but I heard that wrong.
What did you
I
hear?
I heard we all slept together. That's what I heard.
Fought together. Although
Okay. So I heard I heard we all fucked together. That's what I actually heard.
Okay.
But I was changing it
Saucy.
up for the
Sure.
concept.
That seems like you've got sex in the brain in your ear.
Yeah.
I mean, I always got sex in my brain, so
Oh my.
Oh my.
that
Oh,
checks.
it's-
Wise
That
words
checks.
of Rihanna.
Ooh.
I will say, as Denise begins to engage, I would like to leap down, but kind of stand like a little ways behind her, if that's possible.
Absolutely possible, yeah.
Now you look like the bouncer. A little
Yep.
bit.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the idea.
Yep.
So while the short, like Amy lands on the ground. Zach's coming in, and Devin's in between the two of them, like holding his hands up at them, and like the stop, the crossing guard, sort of like
Yeah.
nobody go way. And he's like, it's cool, we'll get this all sorted. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be cool. Everybody be cool. Timmy, put your fangs away, please.
Timmy or Timmy?
I know. What's that?
Did you say Teeny or Timmy?
Timmy.
Timmy,
Yeah. Devin was almost named Timmy, except for I didn't see chat suggestion fast enough last week, and Timmy was the name that was suggested, so I wanted to.
oh god, that
I
would've been
literally
amazing.
wrote in my notes to make sure that there's a character named Timmy, and it's gonna be Devin's. Well, maybe you'll find out.
His full name is Timothy, but he's a bottom, so he likes to keep
Yeah.
it cutesy.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you asked for it. My brain
No.
is always there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I love it. Yeah.
All
Timmy,
right,
put your
Denise-
fangs up. Maybe go get some fresh air. Okay, it's gonna be cool. You blonde lady Heather. It's gonna be cool. Calm down. What happened? And then Denise gets over there about this time. Yeah, I'd be interested in what happened here, and also, I have help coming. So hopefully, I don't have a name for the young lad.
Corey.
Oh God, of course.
Corey?
Of course.
Which one though?
Like the Cory? Okay, Corey?
Weren't
C-O-R-E-Y,
both of the
I think.
Corys in Lost Boys, which is
I think
why
so.
this is funny.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened to Corey?
Big
Uh,
80s. Yep.
Yeah, we're leaning hard on the 80s around these parts. Oh my god, like, okay, so like that vampire, and she Heather points to Timmy. that vampire over there like assaulted this man. Okay? And I was just helping. I just grabbed him by the scruff of his neck and I just threw him off of him. And like, I'm sorry he's bleeding out, but that vampire was probably going to kill him anyway. Like, no, that's slander. You can't know. We don't. It's consent here. Like, did you not get the spiel? We're wearing the bands that say we're vampires, so people know, and we need to ask for consent. Like, but why would another man do that to another man? No, I don't understand it.
Oh no! Oh no!
She doesn't. She's not homophobic. She just
No,
is
no, no,
not
no. It's
educated
just funny.
about
It's
it.
just funny. It's just funny.
Just want to
Of
make it
course,
clear.
Heather wouldn't know.
Yeah. She's lived too shelter of a life in the early 80s to know
Yeah.
their same-sex attraction. It's not that she's against it. She just doesn't know. I just want to make that clear.
Amber's definitely popping the popcorn in the background, just like.
I'm going to motion to Samuel to, if like, asking him to just go heal.
Thank
I
you,
would expect this to be
Maharishi.
taken off my tab.
I just rolled my eyes.
Sure. Yeah, we'll just water down your drinks for a minute until we catch up.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, that is pretty much the thought
Yeah.
process. Water's pretty cheap, Samuel. It's the 80s. It's not expensive yet.
Okay, so I guess at this point Zach would have run in, seen that you had it all under control, and then just like turned around and been like, "It's $50. We better go."
It's true. Like that's true. I was really expecting something more interesting, but it is what it is. She kind of like picks at her ear a little bit. Do you think we can get a line though before we leave again? I mean, that was really close to the bathroom.
You're probably gonna have to help him clean his hands.
No, we can go to them. We can do the battle plot thing.
Is there any way that I could open a portal and drop a baggie in it and have it land in Amber's hand?
Don't you need water around for that?
No, it makes water. It's just like,
Oh, it's
you know,
making water?
Well, yeah.
I did that right
You know,
before we
we're not-
streamed.
It's the little pool of teleportation.
Okay.
It just appears.
You always go around
Yeah, I mean,
making you
she's pretty
wet.
much in your line of sight. I'll give that one to you. Sure.
Lit.
No, it's wet.
I wouldn't say it's something that I can always do. It's just like a
It's fun
I don't-
flavor. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
joke.
fine with it, yeah. The
The
rule of it's the rule of cool.
rule of cool.
the rule of cool.
How does Denise react to Heather? What Heather says?
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, sorry. I realized that I put
okay.
you in a position where you have to talk to yourself, and I didn't think about that until
It's cool. I talk to myself all the
after,
time. Oh my
so
god,
I-
yeah, like totally.
Switching of
Okay.
accent.
We're gonna watch this whole play out for the rest of the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
Between
think I'm done
Denise-
here.
I
What,
set
and then
myself
what
up for
happens?
failure.
Yep.
Then what
Denise-
happens, Natalie? What does she
We got
say?
three. We got three
It's just-
NPCs
it's
that we adore the most.
It's just
Yeah,
two and a
same
half
area.
hours of me
Yeah, I was
talking
gonna-
to myself
I was
now.
gonna say, I was gonna say,
Okay.
yeah. Next week we'll each pick an NPC and we'll change our characters and just be one of the three NPCs.
You can rip Devin from my cold dead hands. The rest of them are yours.
They're gonna rip Devin's cold dead hands from your cold dead hands.
I would say he's already dead.
You can rip Kevin. You can rip Kevin's undead hands from my anyway.
Did you say Kevin?
Damn it. Devin.
Who's
We were
Kevin?
talking about Kevin while you were in the bathroom, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, I feel like Devin would be very insulted by being called Kevin. I'm Devin, not Kevin.
No, my
Kevin
name is
is
a
such
D.
That's my twin brother. That's my twin brother. Oh, my twin brother. Oh,
It's not a very cool name, Kevin.
Okay.
I can hear that from a sibling too.
Is it Devin Kevin?
DK.
Is his name Devin Kevin?
DK.
No. Okay.
As in Donkey Kong.
Oh,
I mean, I heard he's built. I'm just saying.
We might have derailed.
a little bit, but it's
I'm
delightful.
sorry.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry. We
You're fine.
spoiled the tone.
Yeah, it's trying to be very serious. Very very serious things are happening, and you're all goofing around.
So yes, how does Denise respond? Because
Okay,
I feel like,
Denise.
especially Denise in her current outfit is probably
Denise and
giving off
Heather are
very
very-
strong lesbian vibes.
Very much so.
I mean, for the 80s at least.
For the
I don't
80s,
know.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think Timmy, please just listen to Devin and go outside. And Timmy's response is, "That's not cool, bro. Let's come out. I'm gonna take you outside. We're gonna get some fresh air. Maybe smoke a cigarette. Do something
I hear
cool
there's
like
a game
that."
of bottle
There we go. Bottle bots.
bots happening
That's
outside.
good. I'm actually down on that game. I want to try to get even, Timmy. Let's go. He's able to take Timmy with him. There are still a couple more vampires with their hackles up, but not like good lord. Timmy was like real close to going feral. So Devin is more concerned about that. And that's part of the situation. It's de-escalated. Like, okay, Heather. Tell me what happened. Oh, I mean, that is what Denise said. Denise is going through a lot. Oh my god, I just told you, like, that vampire that you just let leave and is probably gonna like turn into a bat or whatever and like fly away and like get away with his heinous crime was trying to murder this man. And like, is anybody gonna help him? Because I have not taken the CPR elective yet, so like I do not know what to do in this situation.
I just snap my fingers at her. Like I'm already doing this.
Whoa, okay, like, yeah, you have a lot of money. That doesn't mean we're gonna listen to you now and some guy's like dying. Heather, please just maybe go back up to the VIP area. I'll have another Long Island brought up to you. Oh my god, you're like the best, thank you.
And I'm gonna like not try to. I mean, because I'm guessing Denise is sort of watching me out of the corner of her eye. I'm assuming probably.
She's
So pretty close.
whenever she has a spare moment, she's gonna try to like get you in her sight, like, and it's often a very pleading, like, please come and help us.
I'm gonna make like I'm stealing this so completely from something, but hopefully we won't get sued. Or it will just be Natalie that gets sued. Anyway,
Ooh.
I like nod when she offers Heather the drink, like that was a good move. But then I also make like, I say like, I kind of make like an and gesture, and I like make little bunny ears with my hands, which is our like club code for vampires.
It takes her a second. Like she shakes her head a little bit, like, oh yeah. And then you guys, if you would please just like return to your seats. I will have some. I think you like AB and you like O negative. Yeah, that'd be cool. We like those. Thank you. And gets the two of them out of there. So now it's just Denise, and she takes a step around to kind of get a better view of Corey. Here's a question for you, Samuel C. Vanderwall. Is it just
Yes.
the crew that has seen you do your magics? Or have the...
I think just the crew.
Okay. So she's... Mr. Vanderwall, like, please, like, maybe you could just, like, use the ladies right now? Just like this one time?
That's fine.
Okay.
Will you go make sure no one's in there?
I can't have
Okay, I
anybody swoon.
kind of got to worry about the man bleeding out on the floor of my club right now more. But just like knock loud and say, "Hey, is anybody in there?"
Amy will walk up to Denise at that point and say, "Don't worry, he can handle it." Go.
And I kneel down and pick up the boy and take him into the bathroom.
Is he like a necromancer or something? Like, what's going on?
No, he's like the opposite of me. I say a little ruefully.
She goes to clutch a necklace that isn't there when she's at work, at least, especially after learning her boss is a demon.
I say, you did well. Why don't you take 5 in my office?
Okay, thank you. I would appreciate that. She does the full body shivers as she walks away. Oh my god! Now I'm gonna have in my. Oh, okay. She steps away carefully over the blood, and she looks back and she's. I'll have Bruno come in and mop up, I guess, before I take the break.
That'd be fantastic. Or that would be totally awesome.
All right.
It was a pun. I thought you were trying to be fantastic. That's what I thought you were trying to do. There.
I
really did.
It's not Amber. It's not the appropriate time.
Let's pan out to battle bottles though.
What?
I will say that I think Amy, because I don't know this. I'm guessing the set is over by the band, so now it's more like a DJ type situation. And I think Amy kind of gets that whole rolling again, and maybe does some more whip tricks on stage or something like that to try and get
the dance
get
floor
things back.
The dance floor hadn't cleared off, but it was people
Yeah.
just milling about aimlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to
just to throw that in there.
aimlessly milling about until Amy takes charge.
And then after that, I will go up. We can pan out, but after that, Amy will go up to the VIP section to talk to Heather. So.
Okay. Well, we will pan back from battle bottles to that, or maybe to the bathroom. But, Dennis, you have your warning to think of some. Maybe you already know. You probably already know. Whatever.
Yeah, so this battle bottles is a block or so down, but I think Amber's looking like maybe she needs to sit down to,
it's not
have
just
a
out
hard
in the
surface to work
alleyway.
with. So we get in the truck, and with the vampires, it's fine. They'll fit.
I've never been in a Mac
Apple
and Big
offered
Rig
his
before.
lap
This
to
is
somebody.
super cool.
Huh?
I've never been in a Mac and Big Rig before. This is super cool.
Yeah, and he shows off all the features. He's like, this is the roast beef rambler. She's a good rig.
Is this the thing where you're like Breaker 19? Didn't do all that super cool stuff like that movie?
Yeah. What's your call sign? Just make one up real quick. It's fine.
My call sign will be super cool fangs.
Okay. So here, you take this in your hand and you press this button here.
Okay.
And I want you to say into it your call sign and something, whatever the hell you want to say. And then just say over and let go of the button.
Okay, I think I got it. This is super
Turns
cool.
on the radio.
This is super cool fangs saying hi to all you cool cats and kittens out there. Like, how you doing? You having a cool time? Over.
Great. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
Is that to our radio?
No,
Or
just
the
it's
trucker
whatever
radio?
band he had it on. And while that's going on, Zach's gonna take out his Willie Nelson CD from above the sunshade, take the tape out, get ready to put it in the radio, and hand her the case. And then start the truck up, honk really loudly, and then pull out of the alley.
You see that, Timmy? I know you're from America. Is it? Have you ever been in a Mac and Big Rig before? Oh no, I haven't. There, this is neat. And he's white knuckling, and almost doing what's the Lamaze breathing? thing. He's
Don't
just
worry,
like,
don't worry. There,
like-
I am an expert driver. I have the reflexes of a puma.
It is.
no, it's not that.
true.
He's trying to not. You guys seem cool. I should have probably brought this up, but he's like super close to going feral and just like having the bloodlust. But it's
Does
gonna
he
be
want to
cool.
honk the horn?
Timmy, do you want to honk the horn? No,
And he
I
like makes room in front of the steering wheel for him. Like,
Oh my
Ti-
God.
Timmy just like white knuckling it still, just like honks the horn a couple times. Like, oh, that was so cool. Like if I had to choose, I would rather do the radio, but that was cool.
we shuffle down like 2 blocks.
Was that it?
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
same district. I just Amber. Yeah. It's almost time. It's almost time. Did you put any money down on these?
Not yet. I'm hoping I can still get in. I'm down about 30 grand for this endeavor,
You're
so
thir-
I'm hoping.
You're down 30 grand in battle.
I'm not very
bots?
good at battle bottles,
Battle-
no.
Oh,
That tracks though.
why
This
don't
is
you
super
why don't you
cool.
just watch the expert here for now?
I'd like to pick up tips, but like, don't worry about my funds. They're like, I have like super deep reserves. Like,
Oh, you want to hit? You want to lie?
it won't do anything for me, so I don't want to waste your drugs. But thank you. That's super cool of you. Would you like a chocolate cigarette? I have them imported. You can't get them in North America. I have to have them imported from Germany.
She
It's
kind of
made
pauses for a
it's made out
moment.
of real cacao.
Zach 100% takes one and immediately lights
cool.
it as he
You
gets
let
out
me
of the
talk
truck.
in the radio. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Gonna take one, and then she's gonna stuff it into her pocket, her little
Yeah, I
jean
haven't really
pocket.
talked to you guys much often. It's very cool to talk to you. I like see you on the VIP a lot.
Well, if I had any idea you were into battle bots, I mean, you could have been doing
I'm
this all
surprised we haven't
along.
seen each other playing the battle bots.
You know, I'm really focused when I'm there, I think.
That's true. I get
But
in the zone.
I'll be looking out for
I get
you.
in the battle bot zone, and I'm like, which bottle's going to win? This one has like the bumps on the bottom. I'm always a sucker for the little bumps. I'm like, oh, that's gonna provide more strength, and it lets me down every time. I do not know.
It's rough.
I'm just here for the glass chaos.
We've all been having a little difficulty with Heather tonight.
There's
Yeah, she's
there's
kind of a
nothing-
bitch. Is that cool? I'm sorry. I don't want to like 9 to 5 Dolly Parton you out. But like,
Pauses. Pauses for a moment.
I don't just willy nilly call women bitches. But she was kind of bitchy. But yeah, don't worry about my
True.
funds. I made my fortune in the Crusades,
Mhm.
and I robbed a couple Knights Templar when they were setting up the banks and stuff.
Mhm.
It was super cool times.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some part of me that's at least that old, but kind of got trapped there,
Oh,
over
yeah?
east there.
That's cool.
I just
That
I mean,
all
it's
the
not cool
stories
to
are
be
about the
trapped.
woods and the shadows, and it's. I mean, I
Everyone-
listen, but sometimes I just roll my eyes, and I'm like, yeah, cool dude, cool story.
everyone's had that friend
Oh, do you have
that
the
has no idea what's going on in this conversation. She is too high and too coked out, and it already didn't understand the conversation if she was sober. So she is just like, oh yeah, and she's nodding her head like, totally, yeah.
you notice
That's
Timmy's
radical.
getting like really close and like kind of smelling you, and Devin just reaches out like, no, Timmy, she's not a snack. Come here, come on, just do your breathing. And he's like rubbing Timmy's back, very like a parent like comforting like a sick child. Like, keep doing your breathing. You got it, bro. You're gonna be cool.
Would that be an automatic failure for Amber touching him? I'm just curious.
They
Devin's
didn't
touching.
make contact. They didn't make
No.
contact.
I
No,
know, but I
no,
mean, like,
Devin's
if it were to happen,
I don't know. We'll have to wait to see if that finds out.
Yeah, so I guess we just sort of casually stroll into this warehouse door, open up the double doors, stride in. Everyone knows us.
Yeah, smoke a
Cigarette
haze.
lit. there's a big can of beer sitting in his jean jacket pocket. You know, on.
Devin's living his best life right now. It's like, oh, I didn't know this is the public entrance. I've never been through it before. It's very cool.
Oh, Yeah, I'm not cool enough for the private entrance, I guess.
Oh, you're super cool. You have the big the big rig.
Mhm.
It's called the pastrami patrols. What is it? I'm sorry.
Sometime when I get to disguise the old girl, maybe it will be the pastrami patrol.
Oh, that's
But for
cool.
now, it's the roast beef rambler. That East Coast pride.
Oh, that's a cool name. I've never had roast beef though. That wasn't a thing when I was still eating foods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that.
Salted jerkies, tanned hides.
All right, let's pan back. I want to hold off what's happening.
Controller, I'm just sorry.
No, you're fine.
I gotta put that in chat for posterity.
Pastrami Patrol.
How long have you been holding on to that one, Natalie?
It was literally 2 seconds before Devin said it. I was like a different meat and then an alliteration, and that's what happened. Let's go. I wanna wait. I wanna savor a little bit the tension of what's happening in the bathroom with the healing. So let's cut back up to Amy and Heather.
I'll say I wanted, if this is all right, we'll say that Amy actually just brings up the Long Island iced tea herself.
Oh, fancy bottles.
With a glass of wine for herself.
Oh, thank God! I was so thirsty. She's like, it's not like the gimme child hands. It's the the young woman trying to play older and cooler than she is version of it.
So I say, sitting down and
it's like, do you have
like
somebody hunting that vampire down for like?
No, why would I do that?
No, we took him up for ice cream. Jesus.
Because he was like totally trying to kill that man.
Was he?
It's a murderous, yeah, he's like. I mean, clearly, it's like not romance if it's two dudes.
I don't want to be the one that has to do the birds and the bees talk.
The birds and the birds talk.
I raised my eyebrows. I had already picked up on this, which is why Amy has decided to do all this herself.
I'm not gonna lie, it's probably a wise move. No offense to everybody else.
It's wise.
So, have you never seen any other relationships? I say, I make. I don't know. Would air quotes, were they really a thing yet? Was that more of a 90s thing?
I don't know. That's a good question.
But
maybe
anyway,
Amy's the originator of it.
Yeah, I kind of make a hand wavy gesture, like, relationships that only involve men and women.
I mean, those are like the romantic relationships, but like men and women can be friends. Like platonic men and women happen. Like, don't be so archaic with your thoughts.
I say, oh, darling. Well, just as men and women can have relationships, women and women can have relationships, and men. And people who don't see themselves as either men or women.
Her face goes blank, and if it were a meme, it'd be the one with the lady with like all the math equations. Like going by, like. Actually, it'd probably be more akin to Winona Ryder at the award show. She's just like looking in different directions. Wait a minute. It's like I had a gym teacher in like middle school who would always bring her she would talk about her roommate. But that's so cool.
Maybe a slight amount of tension goes out of Amy's shoulders. Well, I'm glad that you have accepted it. Not everybody is able to do so.
Like, why? It doesn't like impact me at all. Like, even if I don't understand it.
But anyway, I would not perhaps call Timmy and Corey's tryst a relationship exactly, but based on what I know of both of them, I'm certain it was consensual.
Well, like, oh my God, is Corey gonna be like okay? I feel so bad. Like,
I think Samuel will be able to help him, and
they'd be like a really cute couple.
we have a protocol for things like this. So if Samuel for some reason can't, then, and I don't know, maybe at this point they're already like coming in the door or something like that. I can imagine that I can imagine that these may also be vampires, but they are like vampires who clean up things like this.
Vampire cleaners. I had not considered that, but I love it. Yeah.
You know, like they have blood, but they have like actual medical equipment to like give transfusions and stuff like that. Is what
I love that. That's now canon. Yes.
I love how you said coming at the door.
That's exactly what I thought too. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all got dirty minds.
You sure do.
Yeah.
I think that Corey will be fine, but unfortunately, as you see, having strength is great, but it can also sometimes end up causing more problems than good.
Yeah, I totally should have thought about like ripping them apart like that. So like, you know, the school's gonna be good, but like I talked to Eliza and like things are gonna be totally fine. Like she said I can keep pursuing my business degree at the U of M until I like, you know, I got time to decide. Like, so yeah.
Amy will. I think Amy's just going to ask some questions to try and settle Heather down. So, like, what does she focus on in her business degree? Things just like chit-chatty questions.
Sure.
Just to, as I said, kind of.
Well, like I'm just like
get the rest of the adrenaline out.
I'm only like a sophomore, so like I haven't gotten too deep in it, but really I'm kind of just there to meet a husband. Like I don't actually want to like, it's like business is like a good like general thing.
A nice MRS degree.
That's the phrase I was looking for the other day, last week. But like
my degree's in business.
I'm totally prepared to like be a badass like 9-to-5 businesswoman like Dolly, but you know. And the chit chat continues. But now, without further ado, what's going on in the bathroom there, Samuel?
Oh God.
So I definitely went into the women's restroom anyways. I carried this lad in there. Because this back when all women's restrooms like have couches, so like I knew that there was a couch or like a day bed in there. Yeah, it's a golf club, but you know, the women got pampered in their bathrooms back then. Okay,
it's not a golf club.
I said golf. God dang it!
Rodney Dangerfield is in there.
Yeah, you know, and so
there's a little gopher singing.
I lay him down, and honestly, not a whole lot of people have actually seen me heal things because it's very dramatic and extra when it happens. So I lay my hand on his neck, and then the other one is on his like chest, sternum area, you know. My hands radiate light, and it just like kind of flickers between all colors of the rainbow. And my eyes, they go pure white, and my wings unfurl, So I truly hope I didn't. I looked in the stalls, but I know I didn't. And they just unfurl, and I stabilize and energize in my healing. So I'll let you say how this man awakens.
That's fair. Thank you. I was not disappointed. I knew you'd have something for what this looks like. And it was delightful.
It's very Constantine when Tilda Swinton's character, I don't remember which angel they play, but when their wings unfurl, and it's just like that whole moment.
It is definitely a moment. There's a I'd say like gold flakes and pearlescent like shimmer on his neck, which because it was like, you know, you have a vampire with their fangs stuck into somebody's neck, you know, 2 top fangs, 2 bottom fangs. I'm thinking it's like, you know, a pretty big chunk of his neck was ripped out. And that all gets healed with the gold flake and opal shimmer. And he coughs a few times, and there's blood in his cough. What is Samuel's routine? Routine acrobatics. No, that's too much.
My routine acrobatics is 10, if you're curious, but
it's a your routine is plus 10 already, so he's got a 0 in acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because we're still learning this system. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with insight actually. You suss out the situation, figure out. So you're able to you're leaning in to help him out, but you know you've healed maybe not this exact injury before, but you know enough to like you heal him and then you step away so that the spurts of blood that he coughs up don't get on your nice green suit.
Or my wallet, like my pocket wallet.
So you're clean.
My shoes.
He's still very pale, but like blinks. Like checking his neck and just blinking a lot. What happened, man? Like, who are you? Where's Timmy?
A lot has happened in the last.
When did they put a couch in the bathroom?
Women get everything. You need to understand this.
Oh.
Okay. And I like also point to the vanity in the restroom that's like got like powders and perfumes, and I'm just like pampered.
I mean, it doesn't smell like piss, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I figured when you wake up you wouldn't want the smell of man. I mean, maybe. And then I also whip out.
Were we making out?
No, but you're gonna need to stay in here until the gold fades away. I can't have anyone knowing that I can, do that. So then I also whip out another NDA and I have him sign it.
As he's signing it, you hear the creak of a stall open.
My wings vanish.
It's cool, man. It's cool. Like, don't worry about it. A stockier lady walks out of it. It's cool, man. I'm a Lupin. It's cool. I didn't say anything. She's just washing her hands.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
I give her an NDA as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have my lawyer look over that before I sign anything.
I take the NDA back.
Pack tactics.
Corey, it's cool. Good to see you're doing all right there. Don't forget the offer still stands to join the pack if you want it. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Cynthia, but like, you know me, I like the fangs. She's like, all right. She's like, she leave, like backs out of the room, just like, everybody be cool. And she
You're
walks.
gonna need to drink some water.
Yeah. Do they have a water cooler in here or anything?
I think, is there bottles of water on the bathroom sink?
No, not in the early 80s, no.
No.
Okay. Amy's not forking
There is
it
an
out.
ashtray, but there's no bottles of water.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. That is
I
definitely.
feel like, what the hell kind of club is this? If there's like a powder room, fucking perfume. Gee.
It's not like Chanel #5. It's all very whatever.
Look, I just want to
golfers
know
wear.
how much it costs to get in, okay? At this
I
rate,
feel like
okay?
I'm gonna have to just say at least once an episode, and there's ashtrays there too. I
Yes.
don't want you to lose sight of the fact that there were ashtrays everywhere. At the
Everywhere.
I was gonna say each stall has its own ashtray.
You'll find an ashtray before you find a drinking fountain.
Yes, for sure.
I just make a cup and I fill it with water and give it to him. And then I just leave the restroom.
Thanks. Thank you.
Just
as
sit
you
and
walk-
breathe.
Yeah. He tries. It takes him a couple tries to sit up, but he manages to do it. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and then he lays back down. You walk by, and Bruno's. Oh man, this is gnarly, man. This is a lot of blood.
Bruno, will you make sure no one uses the women's restroom until that gentleman gets out?
Yeah, bro, I can like do my best, but like some of the ladies here could like snap my neck in a second if they really want to pee. So like, whatever, dude.
Bruno, I'm gonna need you to assert some of your dominance that you have at this club.
Look, I know I'm like a big dude, bro, but like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, if you know what I mean.
All you have to do is say,
Right, I'm claiming Bruno.
just put a closed for cleaning sign, or just.
He's just like, yeah, dude, look, man.
And then I go up to Amy
Okay.
upstairs.
I will say Amy at this point, I think after chit-chatting with Heather, has broached another uncomfortable subject.
Oh, really? What's that?
Mhm. And she, after we've been learned a few lessons about life and love, Amy lights another cigarette, I think, and says, Amber had to figure out all of this stuff on her own.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel so bad for her. And, like, that totally sucks.
Oh, I wouldn't feel bad for her, but
Oh, that's good, because I, like, don't. But, like, it does suck that she had to, like, deal with all that. Like, that'd be rough, especially, like, when you're probably not the brightest bulb in the pack.
Do I hear any of this conversation? As
Yeah,
I come
you're
up?
walking right up as she says that.
I want to make a chain around her neck.
Okay.
And not make it get tighter, but just as an intimidation tactic.
She jumps at the suddenness of it, like, was this a trick? And like goes and grabs the grabs the chain. Is the chain corporeal? I guess would be the first question to ask.
Yes.
Okay, so she grabs it and
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you can just rip that chain in half.
It has a very low DC.
so she turns. It's like, what the fuck?
Samuel is very protective of Amber.
Oh no. Sorry.
I mean,
like all of you like froze
like-
for a minute. That's why I said,
Oh.
oh no.
Oh, okay.
So like, what did she have some like juicy deets on you or something? Like, is this like a blackmail situation? Because like, you're you and she's like her, and like I'm not trying to be rude, and she's like covering her neck a little bit, but like I just don't get it.
Here is how I'm going to put this in perspective. Those that do not understand what they are going to talk about shall not speak on it.
But like, how can I understand what I'm talking about if I can't talk about it and ask questions?
You can ask questions from reading a book.
Captain Rainbow. Like in a book.
Like, okay, whatever. Like,
There's
I'm
things
sorry,
that
you're
you
perfect
don't
little
need to know about.
freaking pothead
And
angel.
there's, you know, not everyone's business is your business.
You know what? That's totally fair. You have a point there. And like,
And with
mine isn't yours, and this is an AB conversation, so like, why don't you see your way out of it then?
But once you bring Amber to your lips, it becomes my business.
Mm-hmm. So like, Amber puts her lips to your business, and you're all defensive of her. Like, whatever, I get it.
Just be careful.
I always am, sweetie. Thank you, though.
I just raise an eyebrow at Heather.
I apologize to Amy, and then I drop her to the bottom of the. I drop her out of the VIP section.
What's her landing like? What's the landing like that you give her?
I just drop her because the way that I picture this is because I didn't see Eliza come in, that it's right above the door.
It'd probably be a little off. Well, I guess I'm gonna ask. Where does
But
Amy
I would
post
know
up
where the
this
door
crew?
is, right? Though.
Yeah, you would know where the front door is in relation to where you're at. Absolutely.
You
wanna
I think
drop
it's
her in front of
probably
the-
I'm going to guess it's in the opposite corner,
Sure.
just because it would give Amy the best. To be in that corner would give Amy probably the best angle to watch the most stuff, I would say. If
Sure.
that makes sense.
That makes sense. You can see
It
you
does.
can see the side entrance, the side entrance,
And probably the bar and the stage.
Yeah.
So I can't see exactly when people come in, but I probably can get. So I'm imagining the door is more towards the other side. So I can't see necessarily people when they first come in, but I can see them pretty soon after they enter,
Sure.
I would guess.
yeah, and you
So
drop.
underneath is probably.
Not accurate. Okay.
No,
So
I would say there
and
probably isn't underneath, but it might be. I don't know what. It might just be some tables around the dance floor.
Okay, then I am not going to say drop her. I'm going to just wink at her, and she's going to fall into the portal and just not drop anywhere because I don't want her to. It just sets her feet in the same exact position though that she was in.
Is this the Mario sewer pipe drop?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And it just like goes from the ground up, and she just like is a little bit in the air because she's still in the sitting position, and then she just like plops right in front of the door.
Okay. You hear, even though there's a floor in the way. Whatever. I'm fucking out of here tonight.
My apologies, Amy. I just
Amy sort
sometimes.
of puts out her cigarette and says, "I mean, she deserved it."
And then I go
Alright.
back to eating my steak.
Let's go
I'm
back.
Gonna go check
Oh,
on, I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
go check on Denise after that.
All right.
So I'll get up and check on Denise. But yeah.
Sure. We'll come back from that after we go to BattleBots again.
Yeah. What
What's-
are the BattleBot roles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been kind of curious about this, to be honest.
Zach takes out like a zine style
This is gonna
program
be
out of his
like-
pocket. It's handwritten and photocopied.
Oh no! It actually has a magazine. It's like
Well, it's the
the-
schedule. It's the schedule. It's a zine.
like whenever you like when you go to like a dog track and stuff like that, is there stats on?
Yeah, everywhere. But he already has one,
Oh my god!
and it's all marked up.
Okay, so I have like a really good feeling about the Heineken bottle in this one.
Yeah, that's fair. They're a little fragile, but they do have a good spin.
Yeah, but it's
The necks
going.
are solid.
Yeah, it's going up
I-
against. Go ahead.
I don't know if you would. Maybe you should pay attention to what Zach kind of puts money on. I'm not trying
Like,
to
okay,
say
so like, how much money have you made from betting on the battle bottles?
I've just watched Zach make some good
Oh
money.
no, sweetie, I'm asking Zach, but thank you.
Oh, thank God. Because I was gonna say I haven't won shit.
I mean, that's cool.
She
I mean,
just
you know, I
kinda
have lost a bunch. Like, did
You
you buy
kinda-
the Rambler with your winnings from the battle bottles?
Oh no, I work hard. I gamble on all kinds of things.
Yeah, you
city and
definitely have the
city.
careless, like, work hard man look about you, which is very becoming on your visage.
Oh, you. Like talking about the kid. You win some, you lose some. I don't win all the time, but I won like 200 here last week.
Oh,
last
that's
time I
good.
was
Yeah, okay. So like the Heineken bottle's gonna be a little weak. That's cool. I think they're stronger over in Europe.
If it hits the neck, you're all set. It'll just keep
It's
spinning.
true.
But it gets knocked on the bottom there. It makes
A lot of things crumble when they're knocked on the bottom.
Do I catch that they're flirting right now, or am I too high to see it?
What's your what's
See
your
it.
routine insight?
If +6. So
I'll give you a -5 for being you're just kind of enjoying the time. It takes a
That's
little.
with basically everybody but you.
Yeah.
So-
You get there, but it takes a little while, just mostly just because you're distracted by
All the
being
plastic
more
glass.
than anything. Yeah.
So it's a good moment before she turns around and she's like, just like this. Oh,
Yeah. So that's cool. Like, are the Bud Light bottles, like, do the Americans make like their bottles stronger over here than the Heineken bottles?
Oh, it's just the shape of the Heineken bottle, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the same thickness of glass. I would say in a contest between the two of those, though, your bet's on the Heineken, even if it's just for the flash,
Sure. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. We get here toward the back with the Perrier bottles. Don't trust them, though. They are sturdy, but their roundness just spins them right out of the circle.
I
and they
don't
just
like
get
the
disqualified.
Perrier it's bullshit.
It's deceptive.
Yeah, that's like
it.
at least 15K as I lost on those Perrier bottles.
Mm-hmm.
All because I fell in love with a Frenchman one time long ago, and I just
That's fair.
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they're flirting in a whole different language for Amber. She understands that they're flirting. She has no idea how it's coming across. Do you want to watch Zach bust a bottle for a demonstration? Zach could probably do that. For
No,
you.
that's cool, but lady, I got to tell you something. Like, I don't usually. I feel kind of bad. I'm feeling now that we're hanging out and I see how cool you are, with your round sunglasses and like just like your general vibe is super cool. But like, your man let me like bite some of his inner thigh. That might violate the NDA, but I don't think that was the intent of the thing.
No, you're good. Sometimes he just wants to experiment on his blood type.
That's cool. I'm like down for that. That's very cool. Timmy, you're doing cool. Yeah, you're looking cool. You're looking nice and pale again. You're getting flushed. That's very bad for us when we're looking
Yes.
flushed.
Yeah, he's probably just jealous.
Oh yeah,
of
I'm like doing all right.
Timmy, you hang out. You hang on there another couple hours.
Yeah, I'm.
And I'll give up a day for you
What?
at the end of the evening. But we got to get through these bets. I need to find out what's happening with this green bottle here.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, I was kind of like, well, I was like going out there for a second. I'm like, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I'm just gotta be patient a little while longer. We'll get you taken care of. No problem.
Thanks. You're all right.
Are you okay?
Uh, he looks at you and like licks his tooth a little bit, and think, yeah, I'm fine. You. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and then Zach will just call it to a bunch of people he knows,
Sure.
but like real casual, like tip in the hat across the room sort of things, because he's already got enough people
Sure.
to keep track of.
So which one are you betting on first?
Well, on the schedule here, we got to get over to this one,
Sure.
and then we can do the Heineken versus Bud Light.
Yeah, what are you putting down on the first one? What's your bet?
Well, I already put 50 on this one.
You put 50? Cool. And he goes over and talks to the person, and you hear like, yeah, so like I'm gonna bet on the same one as my super cool friend Zachary is doing. And so I would like to do 10 grand on that one, please. It's like
You just it's the equivalent of someone choking on their soda. Like Amber's in the middle of a line and she just coughs.
Oh god,
She
I've
hears
done that.
And she it's like her eyes like water a bit and it hurts because it's stuck now. And
Yep.
she just looks up at Zach with
she sees
It's
the
a
look.
it's a different concept of money, honey. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
She sees the look on Zach's face like a little bit, or he sees, and don't worry. It's like I'm not gonna be pissed if it's wrong. I'm just like, that's kind of the minimum I bet, so it's cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it takes all kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about to start. We should head over, and I expect there's about like 10 people sort of standing around this like 6x6 this like 6-foot circle, and like 2 people are like opposite each other, and they've got like they each have like a belt wrapped around a bottleneck, and they're like setting them down, and there's like there's sort of like a board babe or whatever they're called for like wrestling matches.
Sure.
They've got a name. I don't know what it is.
That works for me. I also don't know what the name is, so I
Ring
can't.
girl? Is that
Ring
what they
girl,
are?
maybe.
Yeah, and she's about to like drop a bandana, but she's not actually gonna drop it because that would get in the way of the bottles. But she's gonna like swing it down to let them know they should release the bottles.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they release and they fly, and let's get well, I guess since Zachariah is the one doing the betting, I'll let you roll. We're just gonna do straight
Okay.
D20 rolls. I'm sorry, I don't have like a super fun mechanic for this.
Not
You don't
there's
have
no
to.
perfect system.
There's no reason to over-engineer it either.
How did they not anticipate that we were gonna want to gamble a lot? Well, I get a 3, so someone's disappointed.
Yeah, you guys both lose the other bottle. The wrong quote unquote bottle shatters. And
Yeah.
you guys-
Well, damn. All right.
Well, I'm down
well,
40 grand now. That's cool. We'll get it back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, I saw
a new one.
it hit the neck, and you said that's like death to even like strong bottles, and that makes sense. So like, there's an element of luck as well as the skill of picking the right ones. I've been going by the pretty ones. I like the green of the Heineken bottles. It's super cool.
Yeah. Well,
Heineken wasn't the one that won, was it? Technically.
No, the Heineken is the next one.
Okay. Whew.
He was just explaining that like his usual
Yeah.
betting has like no science behind it. It's just like whatever bottle he feels. Got it. He's
Fair.
got the heart.
I'm like racking my brain for bottles right now and what I would expect them to perform. And to be honest, I've had an entire week to think about this, and I have really not.
That's
So let's go
okay.
on to the next one.
How about Bex? Is it German for bottle?
Well, great.
Sorry, I
I
just think
mean-
of Bex as like the quintessential fancy beer from the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
That was the
There probably would have been a better one than Heineken, but no, not a
No,
Pabst
Heineken-
Blue Ribbon. It's a Heineken. That's Blue Velvet for the
Is
people.
I believe I didn't Mad Dog come in like a plastic bottle?
No, not originally.
Oh, well, then that's Probably.
Oh yeah, we should go to the
damaged.
flat section, see how we do.
there we go.
Mad Dog could live through anything, but you can't live through Mad Dog.
No.
I mean, living's not the problem. Coming back to life is the thing
There
you
we
gotta
go.
count on.
Oh.
I really have to pee.
Mhm.
So
It seems like a good time for it. We're about
unfortunately I
halfway
have to
through.
step away. Yeah. It just sucks that you're all apart. For this, so that you can't like all vamp together while I
Oh,
use the loo. But please entertain the folks while I go. I've been trying to wait until a good spot happens. It's just not happening. So I'll be right back.
yeah. So Zach will like hand his program. He'll like sort of like shuffle in to Devin's space, but then he's gonna like look over at Amber and be like, "Amber, come on over here and look at this. What do you think?
What's the choices?
You've had a bottle or two in your chits. Which one do you think is going to be best for this next 10 minutes?"
That's true. That's true. What's
There
the
a
what's the
champagne
choices?
Section? Is there a champagne arena?
Oh, we're not there yet. We're doing flat bottles.
Flat
So
bottle.
yeah,
Is Mad Dog on the list?
yes, absolutely. There's a Mad
Mad
Dog
Dog.
bottle, and it's versus like a whiskey.
bottle.
Not in the 80s. It wasn't apparently.
Yeah, no, plastic. Like a lot of things started being made in plastic when recycling became really popular, because they're like, oh yeah, plastic's so recyclable. It's okay to make everything. Like we did not have nearly as many single serve foods before like recycling happened, and people didn't care about plastic anymore. The bottles were made of glass. It was dangerous. The world was dangerous. Everything was sharp.
sure was.
Broke a beer
Everything
mug
was
today.
sharp and made of metal, and
Yeah, so it's just versus like a whiskey flask. This is not like a pint.
that's what I always I think about with the thing. Yeah, the like a superhero, like in terms of superheroes, like lifting cars. It's like, are we talking like a 2010s car, or are we talking like a 1970s car? Because the weight difference is
True.
sizable.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
That's like trucks nowadays. When they get hit, they get hit hard. But if like they were to hit a DeLorean, oh my gosh, a DeLorean would take a truck out nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
moved on to
back.
the flat bottle section, and
Okay.
Amber has chosen to go for the Mad Dog 2020 bottle versus the whiskey pint. So this is a totally different game. These bottles aren't going to roll on their sides. They're actually just going to spin on the flat
Sure.
axis.
Yeah.
So with here, I think that Amber has gone for size over weight.
Okay.
I'm willing to put a little bit of money, not $10,000 down on it, but you know.
Yeah,
I save,
but
that,
it's cool.
I save that for tricks that my friends claim that they can do that are supernatural in nature when they haven't demonstrated any abilities.
I mean, that sounds good. Like, she's good luck charm for Samuel, so clearly it's gonna be good time. So, like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, all right.
he puts
Uh,
20K down on the Mad Dog bottle. You got to go big to win big. You know what they say.
All right, we don't have any dice for you to blow on, so here, hold the program for a second.
Oh, that's
And,
good. I like that. It's a little.
Zach will bid 50.
Let's roll it out. You'll be the Mad Dog bottle, and I'll be the whiskey bottle.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh my god. 19.
The Mad Dog bottle performs as expected and obliterates
right.
its competition. Like, oh my
Right.
god, yay, thank you so much. You're so good. And like it he goes and ruffles the top of Amber's head a little bit. So now we'll get to the bottom of the question Dennis had before. What happens if somebody
touches her
reaches out
willingly.
and touches Amber willingly?
Oh no. Oh no. I did not think of that until.
Well, I don't exactly have an answer. Some of it will be up to your sheet. Some of it will be up to you.
Well, I think what we established last time was that it automatically succeeds for the ranged attack, but they still have
Yes.
a will save.
That's right. That's got to be the way. That makes very much sense to me. So, what's the DC on the will save?
DC on the will save is for the memory absorption or for the power. I think it's 17. 17 is what we have.
Okay, well, he trounces it with his very super cool vampire will.
Oh, thank God.
She didn't need those memories. She's already fucking knocked on her ass tonight.
Oh, the PTSD from that alone.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Like Zach's memories are
There is,
ancient, but
like,
they're mostly him complaining about being stuck in the fucking woods.
Yeah. You're off your ass on a coke bender, and all of a sudden you get like vivid first-person memories, like you were there of like a warrior in the Crusades, just like
Or
robbing a Templar.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you just fucking itch everywhere
Yeah.
because you've got fleas.
Or worse, it's when you first changed and how you got attacked.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not so great.
Oh no.
there is, or maybe like back then the vampires weren't as kind. So she's got visions of that. There's so many different visions that could have happened that she would have been like, wow, there's not enough cocaine in this bag.
She just like
More
starts
weed
vomiting.
in this bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on back before the main title bout that you've all been waiting for, of the Heineken bottle versus the other one. Let's pan on
the central plot of the
the
whole
central
campaign.
plot. Yeah, the title of this episode is now changed to
It's making
Battle
friends
bottles.
in
Yeah,
unexpected
making friends.
places.
Yeah, I'm just
Make
down for like
friends
whatever.
in
It's just super cool to like
different
learn about.
Yeah.
things.
Bacon versus Budweiser.
So
There's a beer section, a beer bottle section. Sorry.
yes, Devin is like he doesn't like to brag, but he's like super rich.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's do Amy talking to Denise.
Okay. So I go to I think I go downstairs and I start towards Denise, but I think I first go to Jeremy to make sure that Heather got into a cab all right.
I can't
Oh
remember.
no, Mark took her home.
Aww.
I can't remember what voice I gave for Jeremy.
I think Jeremy was more of a just kind of a boxer type.
Yeah. Yeah, she got back in the car, boss. I presume she's doing good.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. And then I will go back to see Denise, if Denise is still in there, actually.
You're heading back there. She's leaving the hallway as you go to head back there.
What time is it actually at this point, Natalie? In the in game, I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's pretty late. It's probably like 1-ish in the morning at this point in time, if the band's done and all that stuff.
Yeah. So Amy's gonna say, "You did well tonight, Denise. Thanks for handling that. If you could stay after we close for a few minutes, I want to talk to you about something."
Yeah. Thank you. Sure thing. Yeah. Stay after yeah, I can do that.
And Amy, I think, is going to go into her office and like chill for a little bit. Honestly,
Okay.
I think she's gonna like take some of that weed that Amber didn't want and
Think about her
smoke
life
it.
choices that led up to this.
Yeah, think
You
about her
light
life
it with like
choices.
your fingers.
Oh my God.
Amy is so mad that she can't do. It's like the one thing her mom can do that she like is really actually jealous of, and she like because she'll do it like she'll like it's like probably even now she probably tries to like snip it together between her fingers, and she's like, damn.
I know what Amy's gonna spend her power up on. Lighter finger.
But I think she also like she's got like pretty nice sound system in there, and she's gonna like turn on some Black Sabbath and just
There we go.
chillax for a few minutes before checking to make sure everything is being last called well.
Then that's exactly why Denise was heading out there. Just to, like, she can't very well be resting when last call's going on in her new position.
And I think after a few minutes, Amy is gonna like actually like open the secret door and go in and like go upstairs and listen to like her better sound system that she has up in her one bedroom.
This isn't good enough. I need better. You don't have Dolby Surround downstairs. That's upstairs in the apartment.
Yeah, I mean, would Dolby have even
It's
been a
Dolby.
thing then?
I think it was newish at this point in time.
Yeah. She's got
yeah,
records. It's all records.
of course.
Except for the shows that like are like, tapes like that she, got of shows that are like bootlegs and
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah, the bootleg shows. That makes sense. Maybe a couple reel-to-reels too, in there of things. Slightly older things.
Slightly older things.
Yeah. And what is Samuel doing after he's left alone in the VIP area with his steak and no longer having to worry about a sorority girl?
I actually just
keep in mind that you do have a radio to be obnoxious with.
I do. But I'm feeling really good about, doing something good for someone. But I decide to leave and I grow my wings back and I fly home.
A night flight home.
Yes. And as I'm flying home, Nope, I don't do anything because
Okay.
nope. I just fly home.
You just fly home for the night.
Contemplate what's going on and everything.
Well, let's wrap up this Heineken
Oh God.
battle bottles.
Great, we're gonna do
and
it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
All right, so
who do you like in
things are
this
starting
one,
to-
Zachariah?
Huh?
Who do you like
Huh?
in this one?
Ooh, I don't think Green's treating us right tonight.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are 1 for 1, which is better than my usual average. So he's not sad about it. He's just like this.
I know, but it's
I'm
still.
not-
I think regardless of the outcome here, we're all gonna have a fun rest of the night. So
I totally
let's just-
agree. Yeah, you guys are super cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'm rolling.
All right.
We went for the Bud Light with an 11.
The Bud Light wins.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
We like get really raucously cheering because it's 2 a.m. and who cares?
Yeah.
And the lights are too bright and the sound is all echoing.
Devil's like,
And,
oh my God, this is the best night of my life. You guys are so cool.
Hell yeah. Zach will chug the last of the can of beer that was in his pocket. Just throw it over in a pile that is definitely in existence.
Oh,
in this
absolutely.
place.
Yeah. I love this place. It's so like down and dirty and like in the tumbles. It's like
Yeah.
It's nice to see how the other half lives.
Hey, does one of those little like I'm gonna absorb that nods and then moves on.
You guys all leave the apartment, or not the apartment, the warehouse where the thing's happening.
Yeah.
And kind of starting to part ways. Devin's like, yeah, we're just gonna like bat out and like fly home, but thank you for the cool ride. And your
Well, I mean,
thing.
did you want me to follow through on? I mean, Timmy's here. He's okay.
Yeah, Timmy's good. He's got his paleness back. He's no longer flushed and colored in the cheeks, so he's gonna be cool.
All right.
Like, yeah, thanks guys. That was a good night.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're welcome,
I'm
I
here.
guess.
But I should probably get Amber home.
Sure, yeah. Have a good night. And you all, you're a good luck charm. And he goes to like ruffle your hair again. You have time to react this time. If you want to try to duck out of the way or not.
I just it didn't work this time, and I've never come across a vampire yet, so I just assume it doesn't work on
Fair
a
enough,
vampire.
yeah. So you ruffles your hair again.
So I'm actually kind of relieved, and I kind of lean into it a bit, like, okay, you know, whatever. Doesn't
That's true. That's a good point. That would be refreshing for her. TC was 17, is that correct?
correct.
He obliterates it with his 26.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be hanging around vampires for a while.
You guys, we are gonna go to the next day, I guess. I was kind of expecting this to take a little longer. Oh, you have more?
No, Amy. Oh yeah, Amy.
Okay.
Because Amy wanted to talk to Denise.
Gotcha. Oh yes, yes, we will do that. But I will just say real quick, as you're getting ready to drive away, you see somebody come up and attempt to rob Devin and Timmy at knife point, but Devin just does like a these are not the droids you're looking for thing, and like gives a quick look around. He's not hip to what you see in the rearview mirror, the side view mirror, I guess, because you have the trailer on. But he lets Timmy like have a little drinky drink.
Yeah, Zach will just like honk his horn and like in this sort of like, good night everyone kind of way, and like
we don't care what you're doing, but have a good night, friends thing.
Yeah.
Like with a chocolate cigarette dangling out of his lip.
Yeah.
Devin turns and like you can't hear him, but you know he's saying like super cool, have a super cool time. So he's giving the peace sign.
Yep.
And you'll see kind of she like stretches out for a moment. She leans on the door, and she goes, "Hey, can you drop me off at like this address?" And she like says this address. It's not.
He looks at the address and it's like a suburb.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm assuming you hand it to him at like a light or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like looks down at the paper and then spends the duration of the light just kind of looking at you in like a gentle way. And like, you want me to stop somewhere and you can clean this up?
No, I'm good.
Aww.
All right.
They're gonna be fine.
So the
Well,
two of
you know how to reach me.
drive off to the suburb.
Yeah.
Which suburb?
I'd like to think it's something like.
Is it fancy or is it not?
Is it Edina?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh my god,
Ordinary?
Edina was the first one in my head that popped in my head. Oh my god, that was so great when Mister just like ran toward the camera.
I would like to think it's very 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 picket fence type. Nothing
Why
super.
Is that one of those two?
Yeah, very very not very well off. Not very struggling. It's just like
St. Louis Park. How about St. Louis Park?
Sure, don't shade to anybody that lives there.
Maybe Apple Valley.
Oh my
That would
god, I
be-
don't.
Or
That would be-
Richmond.
Let's just
No,
stop throwing
Caesar.
out like
I know.
I think those are too
areas
far
of
away.
town,
In the
please.
80s, those are too far away.
You're asking these questions of somebody who lives in Texas and somebody who lives in Massachusetts. We don't
Right.
fucking care.
Let's
I
just say
understand.
Richfield.
Okay.
Richfield.
Yeah.
Look,
Good lord.
all I know is pretty much everywhere down here looks like that. So like you have to go like
Fair enough.
super rich area to get, and that's like an hour away from here. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't even live next to us most of the time. Okay.
All right. So let's do the
No,
conversation.
I'm totally throwing shade on different suburbs. I have no
That's
problem
fine.
with
You can find Robin at KaikaC on Twitter if you want to lodge your complaints. Please here. In fact, I'll put it in the chat for you if you're watching on the VOD. There you go.
She did in fact do that.
It's super easy. I set it up so it's just a button press for me to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about the talk between Denise and Amy. It's like the rest of the employees have headed out for the night.
Oh, mister.
I know. Jeez.
So I'm assuming Denise probably comes in. Amy probably had the door locked, the office door locked, but Denise has keys at this point to the office door. But Amy has left the secret door like wide open, and all Denise hears coming like
It's going
from
off the
there
rails on a
is-
crazy train, something like
is
that.
just going, yeah. Oh, and Amy going.
Oh, that's delightful. Yeah, she's you don't hear
You listen to the
her-
pop when you're alone, is what you're saying?
Oh no, it was Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
Well, compared to what Amy plays in the club.
Oh, yeah, it is more like mainstream.
Yeah,
metal,
I mean,
a little
I don't
bit.
know.
I mean,
I would say
Black Sabbath
it's
was still
more-
kind of out there in the early '80s, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think she has a soft spot for Black Sabbath because well, we'll get into that at some point, but
Okay.
she has a soft spot for Black Sabbath.
Okay.
And that's probably what she listens to when she's like
That's her.
It's
That's
trying
her.
to-
Yeah.
vibe out music, I
Gotcha.
mean, it's
Oh man, I don't even know. Anyway, we don't need to get wrapped up on when Crazy Train was released or with the. Anyway,
I think Crazy Train would have been out at this point.
I think it was too, but like I'm trying to
Yeah.
avoid that whole ADHD
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's
So she's this is what Denise encounters when she walks in
Sure.
to the office.
You didn't hear anything, but she did say, she has been like, Amy, and like knocking like all, but you don't hear it until she's kind of like at the top of the actual front door of the place, and she knocks a little louder and like,
And
Amy,
I like turn down the music and I'm like, Denise, come in.
yeah, boss.
And like Amy's just on the couch and she's got she's smoking a joint and she's got a wine bottle and a glass of wine and she's like, you want any wine or weed?
I wouldn't mind a little smoke, sure, thanks.
And I will say, because it's very obvious that the wine seems like normal wine. Well, I should say the wine in Amy's wine glass seems like normal wine, except whenever she reaches to it, it starts to fizz a ton, like it's carbonated or something.
Is it communion wine?
Close, very close.
Apparently, you
And
like
Amy
it
does
spicy
seem-
too.
Amy does seem like she is maybe like actually, probably in a way that Denise has not usually seen Amy. Like actually, Amy seems like the alcohol is actually getting to her in a way that doesn't usually happen.
Gotcha. Okay.
So she is not like drunk, but she is definitely like buzzed.
So have you know, a little bit of mommy's little helper sort of thing.
Oh man, you were
she
so
visibly
close. You were so close with your guess, Natalie. That's amazing. So Amy says, "So I just wanted to ask you a couple of, but you did great tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
So, like, besides this, what do you do? Do you want to like go into club management?"
Well, I was thinking actually of kind of going a different direction. But you know, she's very much like shucksing and like, not shucksing, that's wrong, but like looking down and trying to avoid eye contact when you start talking about like what her future plans are.
Amy's like switches gears, not because she really notices necessarily, but just because she's like,
sure,
vibing out. She's like, "You've heard of gay people, right?"
Yes, and that's fine, like whoever you want to be with, but I like boys.
That's I'm not.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if you had heard of it because Heather hadn't, apparently.
Well, I mean, I've worked here for a while, so I mean, I learned about it here.
Really? Amy's like, kind of like a whoa.
How old is Amy?
Amy's like in her like early to mid 30s. I haven't nailed down a specific age, but like 33 to 35, somewhere in there.
Okay, I was expecting older. I'm not gonna lie.
She looks older because she smokes so much. No.
Oh, that's true.
And doesn't wear
I
sunblock.
was just thinking the half demon
It doesn't wear
side. I was
sunblock.
just thinking much older.
You know, they got to start somewhere.
This is very true.
But Amy is sort of like surprised, like and she kind of like takes a drag on her, you know, cigarette and her joint, I guess, in this particular instance, and is like, "Wow, I forget how sheltered a lot of you are."
Yeah, like it's pretty kind of basic up here on.
But we were talking. So, what do you want to do?
Surface.
You don't want to go into club management. What do you?
Well, I kind of want to go into like theological studies.
Cool.
Yeah.
My mom's really big into theology.
She does let out like a little like a smirk and like a little laugh at that. I bet she is.
Really big into theology.
Yeah.
Me, I can't study worth shit.
Was she there for any of it? Like,
oh, any of that? Yeah. Most demons are really old, Denise. Really old.
well, that makes sense to me. Like, oh Lord, now we're gonna find out how much of Sunday school I skipped because it was a lot.
Anyway, a lot of them are
I can
old,
help out if need be.
old and bitter, she says. A lot of them are very old and very bitter.
That tends to happen when people make certain choices. She's being very careful at her wording here.
Anyway, a reason I was wondering is she kind of like, she does that thing where you kind of like purse your lips, but also kind of bite them. I don't know.
Sure.
Like, kind of
I know you're talking about.
like, yeah, it kind of like makes a face, and she's like, that Heather girl almost created a real incident tonight. We're lucky that Devin was here.
We are very much. I had to stop Brienne from calling 911. Like,
oh, I thought she knew better than to do that. At least
I mean,
right
she
away,
does,
but
but it was
a
like
lot
a
of
bit
blood.
of a panic. Yeah, it was more a panic
It was
than
a-
like lack of training.
So Amy says, she's kind of like makes that face again, and she says, "So I told you I've got this new job, which is why I wanted you to be the club manager.
Mhm.
Did you see that British lady who came in? English lady?
Yeah. It's kind of hard
Seems
to
like
miss
she
her.
could. Seems like she could probably make diamonds out of coal between her butt cheeks.
Oh my goodness.
Christ.
That was Natalie, not
Amy.
Denise.
Amy is vibing for sure right
Yeah.
now. Like
I
100%.
I
love
mean,
it.
she definitely looks like she jazzercises.
Well,
Uh,
I just more meant that she seems kind of
Richard
uptight too.
Simmons.
But I would agree that she also seems like she jazzercises.
I mean, I haven't interacted with her enough to see if she's like uptight or not or whatever, but like, I mean, it makes sense with like the British thing and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
Amy
God.
says like a little too enthusiastically.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Anyway, she says, she kind of gives like Denise kind of a side look, and she's like, So what she's doing is she's trying to open up a school for people like Heather.
Bitchy sorority girls. I think they already have a bunch of those kinds of schools.
That really gets Amy laughing.
Kill her, Denise. Kill her.
It really gets Amy laughing. Amy says, "No, I mean, did you see the punch that she threw?"
I didn't see it. No, I heard
Oh.
it, so it must have been pretty wicked.
Yeah, for humans who have superpowers, I mean, there are people like me and kind of know where my powers come from, but
Yeah.
there's more and more humans that just have these powers and nobody really knows where they come from.
So this is awkward, but I'm not gonna like burn and burst into flames if I go into like a church, right?
I don't think so.
I'm just
I
because
mean,
of
it
like
depends
the
on the
signing
church. If
the
the church is on
contract.
fire, you might.
She smiles and like laugh. Like, I mean, that's horrifying to imagine a church on fire, but thank you. That helps. Oddly.
But I was gonna get at, Amy says like, clearly she's trying to like group all of her thoughts together. She's like, tonight made me realize that I might have to devote more time to this than I had initially thought. And Eliza seems like she's got a lot of know-how and some contacts, but clearly I think if Heather could have gone straight to the school, Eliza would not have met her here.
Sure. That tracks.
So I'm thinking about selling the club to Eliza.
Okay. I mean,
She get Denise bitten by
so
a
we
werewolf.
like, so we might like become like an English pub then or something. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be your problem at that point in time.
I mean, Amy says, I mean, I have a feeling that Eliza would probably close it. There are things in here, and she kind of like points, like kind of like gestures in a vague way to like, you know, the secret part of the warehouse that I think Eliza wants and actually probably needs at the moment. She says, but I have a feeling that the club would probably not stay open.
Okay. I mean, that sucks for some of us, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
But here's the thing, she says, and she takes a big swig of wine that again starts doing the really bubbly fizzy thing.
What's the bottle of wine look? Because you'd definitely be.
Oh, the wine is normal. The wine is a bottle just of like wine from her dad's vineyard.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like an older, like a pretty fancy vintage.
I'm
But
sorry. It's a bottle of demon fucker wine, but it's like that's. I'm sorry.
no, because like her dad is human. So
No,
yeah.
I know that's why. It's,
Oh, I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, no, it is normal. It's normal wine. It is a normal bottle of wine. So like,
Oh, okay.
there's nothing special about the wine.
Gotcha.
There's something that Amy added to the wine.
Oh.
She says, "Well, here's the thing. Two things." She says, swinging. First, I was wondering what else you want to do with your life because I was thinking that I could. All right. Well, it's like this. I don't see eye to eye with. Bless you. I mean, curse you. I don't see eye to eye with my mom on a lot of things, but one thing that she says that makes a lot of sense is it's a bad idea to put all of your eggs in one basket. I mean, she doesn't say it quite like that, but you get the idea. And so I was wondering if you would come to work for me part-time.
If you don't own a club, what would I be doing?
Well, here's what I was thinking. I don't think I can afford to send you to seminary, but what I could do is I could provide you with a stipend and an apartment that I can pay for. And in exchange, when I need someone to do research for me, maybe you could lend a hand with that. And when I'm out of town, maybe you could just keep your eyes and ears open for things that are happening around here, especially around that school.
I mean, I think I could handle that if the club does get close to Eliza doesn't want to keep me on just because you mentioned although if I didn't have to, I'll think about it. I mean, you have been the best boss I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to recommend to Eliza that she hire pretty much all of you. Well, maybe not Corey, but all of you on at the school. I think she needs personnel, and even if a lot of you don't know exactly what's going on around here, you're all very good at dealing with a certain amount of, let's just say, weirdness, which seems like it would be a real advantage for Eliza in a staff.
Sure. I mean, that's very much appreciated. I know, yeah. I'm guessing this is all, don't tell the rest of the staff stuff?
Yeah, I would appreciate that until I talk to Eliza and see what her thoughts are on it. But I wanted to let you know, and I also wanted to make the offer. As I said, I'm pretty shitty at research, so.
I mean, I'm going to have to think about it. It certainly would be beneficial for me to have access, given what I want to study, to you and others like you.
Oh, and Amy says, I mean, not all of it would be research of that kind. Some of it might just be boring research, like public records research, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to that. It sounds like it would be good, but I'll think about it. Do you have anything else for me tonight, boss?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and should I shut the door in your office up to here?
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay. Well, have a good night then.
Thanks, Denise.
And she will walk out. And she does lock up the club door on the way out. But that will do for the night. We can go to the morning time.
I think one more thing
sure.
Amy is going to do is call and leave just a message with Eliza's answering machine. Asking if, because originally I think Amy was supposed to meet Eliza over there, right? And I think Amy's going to ask if Eliza can meet her at the club at whatever it was, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
Sure.
Something like that.
To renegotiate.
Yeah, just to throw out an offer. See what happens.
Yeah, you are able to do that. You have reached the Blackstone Institute. Our normal business hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please, yeah. And
We're having a supernatural emergency.
if you're having a
Please hang up.
supernatural, please hang up and kiss your ass goodbye because there's no help set up over on this side yet. All right, we're gonna go to more. Is the rest of the crew invited to your meeting with Eliza Blackstone? I presume they would
does
be.
Amber want to establish anything before she arrives?
Oh yes,
don't-
excellent call. Where does Amber get dropped off
Yeah.
at? What's
I think she just gets. I think she gets dropped off at home, and as she kind of pulls up, she like cleans up a little bit, and she gets out of the car. And as she gets out of the car, it's really late. She uses the key to get in, and then
And you hear a crackling of static, and short but deadly. This is not magic. You check in.
just as she does that, you hear like across the way like a TV's going, or her dad's probably just sitting there and like she'll say, "Oh," he's like,
Oh, I'm
"Amber."
just resting my eyes.
Yeah, like, and he has like the very like good to see you home type feel, and he looks over and it's good to kind of like it has that feel like you came home just in time for like church in the morning. Great job. like that's you're gonna go to heaven, Amber. You're gonna go to heaven. And she's kind of like got that type of feel, and she's like, "You're right, Dad." like I'm gonna go upstairs.
Good to see you home there, little bear. Hope you join us for church tomorrow.
Yeah, Dan.
Little bear.
Amber.
I just God, Amber. I haven't been home in a while. Just been
Oh,
at,
we noticed, yeah.
yeah.
Do appreciate the voicemails you leave, though. Your mom worries.
How's she been?
She's doing all right. The Tupperware business is, well, let's just say there's some boxes in your room.
That's okay.
It's a pyramid scheme.
I'm gonna go rest.
Sure. Do you need to shag your butt out of bed 8:30 for church? Or are you gonna wake up on your own?
I'll be up for church.
All right. Your mom's gonna be very excited to see you there. Maybe we'll go to Perkins afterwards.
Definitely.
All right, kid. Well, have a good night. And he goes up and ruffles your hair, much like Devin did.
And like, what do I get from the? Oh God!
Let's find out.
Oh God!
He fails.
Oh no.
The save. There
Give
are
me
no
the- give
powers
me-
to steal.
There is not just memories, and I'm
yeah.
waiting for you to really,
To just punch you right in the gut.
yeah, as much.
Oh,
as
is this going to be the first time held memory? Because she hasn't been home in so long.
No, actually, it's her mom and dad. Mom is just weeping. I'm just so worried about her. She's gone for so long, and I know she's on the drugs. I just know it. I think she's doing the marijuana. I think she's smoking the pipe. I don't know. And like, oh, it's okay, dear. She checks in. If things are real bad, she wouldn't be checking in. She's got that Vanderwall fella. I'm sure is treating her right. And just, yeah. And it was, you can tell it's a fairly recent memory too.
like she kind of gives like a soft sigh, and she kind of just gives a gentle smile, trying not to give away that of course like anything's happened. And she goes, yeah, Samuel's always so busy. Hopefully we can have dinner sometime. Sorry it makes you guys worry.
That's all right, kiddo. We're trying to let you live your life. If you get up to bed, your mom's gonna be super happy to go to church hall together tomorrow.
Of course. She kind of like just walks up to the like towards the top of the stairs and just looks back and she says, "Love you, Dad."
Love you too, little bear. I don't know where that came. I don't know where little bear came from.
No,
Little
it's
bear.
canon. It's
It's
perfect.
canon now. It's
She
canon now.
is little bear to her
Yes.
dad,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful. We love it.
Night.
So-
Good night, Big Bear.
Of course
I don't know.
not.
I'm
Mama
sorry. I
bear.
didn't grow up here. I don't know what panacookin is.
Yeah, what is
If
that?
that's an actual Minnesota thing.
It's
I grew up down south in Iowa, you know.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah. That was vicious. That was a real life vicious mockery. I think I took 3 damage from that.
Yeah, so Zach drops her off, heads back to whatever like
when you
place he's set up for the night.
when you do the radio though, Zach,
Yeah.
you hear it in the car. So she like just leaves the radio in the car with
Mhm.
you. Just completely just out of it. She's out of it. She's not paying attention. She just leaves it and she's going on. She figures she has it with her and it wasn't purposefully or anything.
Yeah, no, he hears that. He turns his own off and he kind of like throws it in behind the seat, like he's just given up. No one ever fucking answers him. And he heads.
They have no
He's just
respect
gonna
for radio.
for the next couple of
They have
days. He's
no
gonna refuse
respect.
to respond to any of your call signs. Like he's not gonna know who those
A
people
little
are.
petty.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Pettiness
It's been a long night. It's been
Yeah.
a long night. He's been made fun of by some like young women who just really shouldn't have been, and he's done with it.
I mean, that's fair.
Some young women.
Like this,
Some
and
them
men,
broads.
and like they just don't get you.
That's fair. I'm gonna mess
Like
with
I'm
him.
indignant.
There's
He's gonna
probably
come back.
one of a couple like favorite like parking lots that Zach has. He goes to.
Yeah. So he's got like just like it's it's like all the way around the city to
Sure,
the
yeah, he's
hotel
got 'em
he was
sprinkled
planning
out.
to go to.
Yeah.
Yep. And he just hauls in and like parks and goes in.
All right. It's. I'm guessing the crew was. Yeah, poor Zach left alone with this cool radio and no one responding. That's true. Slick click. You
Well,
can
that's not a
feel-
problem now, is it?
Yeah, in the back seat, or not the back seat, but the back. Anyway,
I feel like we all have pagers too, though.
you definitely
Amy
have a
sent out a
pager.
page.
Nope. Not
And
not
Amy
bothering
probably
anymore.
has a pager. Yeah.
Dad's sick of your shit.
You're right. I do have a pager.
Yeah, there's no way you wouldn't have a pager. Because you can't call everybody else with their anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll go fast forward to the morning, the meeting. I'm guessing everybody was invited because it was to renegotiate the contract.
Yes, Amy. I think though the first thing that she does is I'm sure she fell asleep on the couch
Oh, sure.
in the thing and like wakes up and she takes one of those the walkie-talkie that Zach doesn't care about anymore, and she calls Zach on it.
Did you
She's
turn it
like-
off before you threw it in the back seat?
Oh yeah, and he's in a motel room now. Like
Oh, there we go.
he's unreachable. I seem to remember a certain club owner who just blatantly ignored him constantly being like, we're in a situation here. So
I remember that.
yep.
Fair enough.
That's a knee slapper for you there.
He's not having it. He'll show up when he feels like it.
What does Amy say into the walkie-talkie though? Because that still does happen.
Yeah, and other people who have the radios on hear it.
Well, we're mad here. This lady 666.
Oh
I hope you show up this morning.
gosh. That's delightful. I'm very glad that happened.
No, I've related to that before.
Mhm.
Something about that I relate to.
Something. Can't quite put my finger on it.
I hear this as I'm getting out of the sauna after my morning workout.
And what do you do?
And what was your morning workout's name?
Workout.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. No.
Jumping jack?
But I just hear it and I'm like,
Stella.
I don't have time for hungover Amy today. And then I go and check Amber's room.
Is empty.
All right.
Probably not a little out of the ordinary, but not super out of the ordinary, I would imagine.
Yeah. And then I go and call Eliza Blackwood. Actually.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck that lady is, but you get a hold of her.
I don't know why I keep saying Eliza Blackwood. Eliza Blackstone.
That's why I was a little sassy this time about it. Hello. This is Eliza Blackstone.
Now, we never got to talk about the other parts of some contract that I would like to negotiate.
Samuel Vanderwall, yes.
Oh, yes, you're right. I should introduce myself. Sorry.
It is
but I'm
generally
lovely
proper
that you know who I
etiquette
am.
on the phone.
Anywho, you have a library, correct?
I do. It's not fully on this side of the veil at the moment, but I could probably help you find a text.
There's a few that I would like to find.
Well, why don't we discuss it this morning at the meeting?
Delightful. See you then.
All right.
After the drunken walkie-talkie, Amy, or the hungover walkie-talkie, Amy kind of goes, she's like, why would I have holy water before an important meeting?
Because you like to live on the edge, you like a little spicy sometimes.
Oh.
Add it to your tacos.
She tries to get ready as best she can.
All right. So at this meeting, here's the most important question that I can think of right now. Is Little Bear actually going to church with her family today? Are you breaking your mother's heart?
She comes down and sees her mom and everything, and she kind of stretches for a minute, a little bit, and she sees her mom, and she gives like a soft smile.
It's good to see you, darling.
Yeah, Mom. Like, sorry, I'm always so busy. Like,
Oh, I know you got your fancy boyfriend now. That's I hope he's taking care of you.
Like he always does. Super great. I really need to have him over here again. Dad really likes him. He brags about how manly he is every time he sees him.
I don't know what to make of that at all. Yeah, he is a very nice gentleman. Your father's impressed. Not surprised because you're a catch for anyone who dear.
Does Mom know
it's
that
just
I'm
so
gay?
good to see you. And like she goes up and like finally breaks down and like gives you a big hug.
Does Amber's mom know that I'm a Mo?
Nope. That has no idea. Roll me a save again. I know you're coming for it.
I'm trying so hard. Well, she tied you, so tie goes to the defender. You get nothing.
Whew. There's like a
little
bit of relief for a moment, and she embraces her mom and says, like, it is good to be home every once in a while. I like totally need to do this a little more often.
Well, you said it. I didn't, dear. Thank you.
She
does a thing where like she breaks the hug, but she still like has you by the shoulders. Not another roll. Don't worry about that. But just like it's that. I don't know if anybody. I'm sure other people have experienced this. but like the I just want to keep you here, like the parental, like I just want to keep you here forever with me, like sort of like it's not, and like she lets the moment passes for her, and she's like, well, is Amber dressed for church?
She is dressed as much as she could be for church.
Okay.
It's still very spunky. She does it's still very Amber. And I just imagine her mom like being that type of being like, well, at least we got her there.
Yeah, she's
not gonna burn in hell.
There was a time when your mom would have made you go upstairs and change into something, but now this is not the time. She is just happy you are there. Well,
like I might not like. Dad said that there's a dinner or breakfast after.
Oh yeah, dear, we're gonna go to Perkins just to, if you don't mind, just a little more time with you.
No, that's fine. Do you mind if I use the phone real quick and
Of
let
course
Samuel
not,
know?
dear. It's your house too. Oh, is Samuel gonna come and join us?
There's like a brief moment where she's like, "Oh God, Mom, if you only knew."
Wait, is this long distance?
I don't know.
If you're calling
Oh, it
his
would
if you're
be.
calling his
Oh, it would
cellular
be.
telephone, then use we have the MCI card next to the phone, so please use that. Because that's a New York number. It would cost us a lot if you talk to him a little much. But if you're calling the local number, then just go right ahead and pick up the phone. Still in the kitchen, where it's on the wall.
As Dad walks in, and I pick up the phone and I'm calling Samuel. Can you not talk?
Oh, we'll be quiet there, little bear. We don't want to embarrass you in front of the man. Tell him really appreciate the Twins tickets. They're killer. Your dad wouldn't have said killer. They're totally radical, and it's weird coming out of his mouth. Like
and he did tell me that he really badly does want to go camping with you. It's just been a lot of work lately, and he just can't get to it. But he's just really excited about.
Oh, that's
making
fine,
a
little
camping
bear.
trip with you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, dials it. Doot. Pring, pring. Do I get an answering machine or do you pick up?
No, I answer. Go for Samuel.
Yeah. Hey, I'm at the I'm home right now.
Someone's going to church, I see.
Yeah, I felt like I had to check in.
Do you want to talk about it?
Maybe later.
Okay.
Mom and Dad wanna do Perkins after church. Do you wanna?
If we go somewhere else, Perkins.
It would mean a lot to them if you could show up to Perkins, please.
Perkins.
I'm cooking. Hold out for Panna cooking.
I am just so excited at how much Amber's dad's restraint has come into him not asking her why a big truck dropped her off.
I'd imagine at this point in time in their relationship, it is just like, thank God she's home and alive.
Yes.
I'm sure there's been many fights about like that sort of stuff
Yes.
in the past. Yeah.
You're not the first big rig to drop her off. The whole not rogue situation. Perkins.
Yeah.
Perkins.
Yep.
I'm not trying to eavesdrop, but if he has a different place he wants to go, that's fine. We would just love to see him. I'm sorry, dear.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Mom. Thanks. Does Dad chime in after that?
No.
You want to know what Perkins it is? I'll just hire a new chef.
Cool. No, no, Mom. He says he's fine with Perkins. He'll just he'll deal with it. He's excited to see you both.
Oh, good. Your dad really likes how the chef there makes the bacon.
Damn it.
How does he like the bacon? I hope you heard that.
I promise the bacon will be splendid.
Cool. Great. So see you at, when is church over again?
Again, not trying to eavesdrop, dear, but I think you're talking to me. And it's over
Yes.
at 10. We actually need to get in the car, so...
Right. I'm sorry. It's just been a...
And what time's the meeting? I should
10:30.
know that. Of course it is. Great!
Why do you sound... Wait, is there something else? I
So,
can't even believe I'm awake at this hour right now. Just say it. I don't have much
I'll
minutes on
figure
this
it out.
card.
I'll
I don't-
figure it out.
I don't have that many minutes on this card.
You
I'll
have
figure it out,
1 minute
and I hang
remaining.
up.
Oh my god, what are you figuring out? Tell me what you're figuring out. I only have a minute left.
I already
And
hung
you
up.
didn't- And you
Okay. Do you realize
You
that you
didn't
get the
say
dial
I
anything.
tone?
literally
funny.
just said, I'll figure it out, and I hung up.
click.
You
I
get
will
another phone
replace
call
that.
on your phone, Samuel.
I on the CB radio, and I begrudgingly say, Lady 666, this is Prince Midas. Over.
Are you and Amber coming?
We need to push the meeting up.
I think technically the
Till?
direction you need to go is back.
I mean backwards.
I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'll see what I can do. Over.
Seeing as you two have such a delightful connection, thinking one, and also, where can I get a decent chef in this neighborhood that would work at a Perkins that I just rented out?
Who the fuck do I look like? Steve Jobs?
How is Amy talking on the couch? She's like laying on the couch, like tired or across the
I
couch.
Yeah,
think
she's
Like,
got the radio like literally almost touching her nose. She's like
I feel
propping
there's
up her other
frozen teeth
elbow
on her
like
horns.
this. I've never done
Amber-
that.
Is Amber coming?
If we push the meeting, Amber will be there.
Where's Amber?
Familial.
obligations.
Idiosyncrasies.
What?
Is that some sort of weird euphemism for going to church?
Yes.
What church?
I don't know. I'm only really allowed to, not worship other gods.
I can think of it like it's like something in God's hands or something.
It's whatever it is. It's a Lutheran church. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
I'm a-
enforce that much. We're
I'm a
in
one-
Minnesota.
I'm a one religion man.
It's wonderful because it's just the perfect one to drive me insane. It's just so-
I kind of have this pact with a certain
Yeah.
Higher
We
power.
all have issues with gods.
and but
What's the name of the church, Samuel?
some Lutheran.
That's
Church.
like 50,000 churches in Minneapolis.
I love it so much. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know when a lot of the churches that I know of that I have choir practice in came about, so I am not answering that question.
What? Oh, I think it's a Methodist one, the big one by the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one is
and
Methodist.
That was Methodist.
I like how we all know what we're
just-
talking about.
do
Anyway,
does-
sorry,
Does
enough of
Samuel
inside
know the name of it? Like, does Samuel know the name of it? You just don't want to say a name of a church?
No, I don't know the name.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Amy-
would.
Did
I
Amy-
would say you know the only reason why you would know of it is because they would probably have tried so hard to get you to go. So if you choose not to know of it, you can, but you definitely know it's like
That sounds fair.
God's hands or something.
Like, it'd probably be something like Grace Lutheran
Yeah.
Church
Yep.
of Richfield
Grace
or something
Lutheran
like.
sounds.
Isn't that like a
wonderful.
chain church? Don't we? I think we have one of those up here.
No,
And it looks like a
Westwood
chain church.
All them
Lutheran.
religious
Lutheran
people.
churches
Westwood
don't-
Lutheran it is.
Anyway.
Lutheran don't have a lot of. There's not a lot of varieties in the names.
There's not a lot of adjectives that float around.
I think it's-
Yeah, I know.
Just-
It just kind of like it's got like a facade like a McDonald's does. They all kind of look the same.
It's definitely
Um,
one of those ones that you probably came across like in picking Amber up once, and the preacher was like, "You're living in sin. Remember, I can wed you guys. You're living in sin right now."
Yeah,
Like-
ELCA if it's ELCA in the 80s, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I mean, not the most conservative, but not.
not fire and brimstone, but like.
No, no,
but
no,
not
no, no.
liberal
But
either.
it's one of those things that they say it like, nudge you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's,
But anyway, Amy like says, "Great, we'll stall as long as I can. I've got some things to talk to Eliza about." Over, and she immediately runs over to the phone and calls Denise on her home number.
On her own number.
All right.
On her dorm.
Well,
You
Denise
better be paying for that.
Denise. I don't know what Denise's living situation, but I'm sure I have some sort of number for her.
Oh, you absolutely have a home phone number for Denise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And an
And
emergency
I-
contact number for her too, but you
And I
hopefully
call
don't
her
need
up. I call her.
that. Hello.
Shouldn't you be at church?
Oh, what time is it? I'm going to the laters. Who is this? Amy?
It's your boss, Amy. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to the Grace Lutheran Church in Richfield?
No, I'm Methodist. Why?
You ever
Some-
thought about going to the Grace Lutheran Church in Richfield?
Probably could, yeah.
Can you go there? Do you remember, Amber?
Yeah, she's pretty cool. What's going on?
Apparently she's going there with her family today, so if you could go meet her there and, I don't know, talk to her, make sure she doesn't run away to the circus or something.
The circus? Why is there why is there a circus at the church?
Oh,
No.
I mean, there's not at the church, I don't think. I've never really been in one, so I guess I don't know what happens inside churches, but
We can talk about that sometime if you want, sure.
but yeah, that would be really great. I can pay extra.
Sure, I'll guess get some breakfast burritos and like a coffee or something on the way.
You're the best, Denise.
Thanks, boss.
All right, well, and then I hang up. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, well, hopefully we can get Amber back.
Zach wakes up with the sun because that's what he does. Doesn't matter how little he slept. It doesn't. And he'll like just sort of like do that, shake out his jean jacket, smell himself a little bit, take a shower because that was not a good smell.
You never pick up good smells at the Battle Bottles warehouse.
No, you have like a vampire sitting on his lap, whatever. So he'll get dressed in like fresh jeans and then like sort of like hold his laundry at arm's length as he shoves it into a bag to be done later. And then do that like I'm walking, but actually I'm running gate across the street to the diner where he runs into probably somebody else he knows and eats breakfast with them. And then around 8, he'll just sort of like mosey toward the club.
Saltily,
Oh wait, no.
Saltily
Around
nosy.
9, he's gonna potter. He'll be on time.
I imagine he's probably like looks at his watch at one point and he's like, I got time. How about some of that apple pie and and another coffee?
We can't miss pie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Amy's freaking out. Amy's like, Amber's going to church. Fuck, I really fucked up, didn't I?
Mom would be so pissed if she knew I'd turned somebody to Christ.
I think at some point, like on the way there, Zach hears Amber's radio go off again, and then he just like kicks it over his way and shuts that one off and tosses it in behind too. With the other one.
Saltily.
Salt. There's some salt.
Yeah.
As he gets closer to 10, like Amy, because Eliza was supposed to show up at 10:30, is that right? Or
Correct.
Okay. So like as it gets to 10, Amy starts using the walkie-talkie more, like
Around 10, you actually hear the truck pulling up back.
frantically, like, Zach, get your ass over here.
And he strolls in, and the radio is not in his back pocket. And he's not carrying breakfast or coffee.
Oof. That's about the biggest diss you can get from Zach.
Yeah. Little do you know there's a candy bar in his inner pocket, but whatever.
Well, can I smell the candy bar is the question.
What would be your routine perception?
You're going to have to be
18?
real sweet if you want any of it. I'm just
18.
saying.
18.
The Snickers, because you're just not yourself if you haven't had
Yeah.
your Snickers, Zach.
It's a payday. He was a winner last night.
Yeah, you can definitely smell that there's a chocolate bar or a candy bar. More accurately.
And an entire breakfast in his belly.
Yeah. Well, you maybe don't smell that. That'd be kind of weird.
No,
Um,
but there's like
Do you got the meat sweats?
there's definitely like a coffee and egg smell, and maybe some like
Sure.
cinnamon from the apple pie.
Okay, fair enough.
I launch myself at your jacket, and I'm just like, give me it.
Whoa! What are you doing? Look, Amy. Like I know that we get along all right, and he's still like backing away as he's saying this, but like you gotta ask first, right?
Give me the candy bar. That's me asking.
Oh, you want this? And he pulls up the payday. I wanted help last night with Heather.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. We only got, what is it, like 10:15 now or something like that? Or I don't know.
I would imagine like 10, yeah, 10 on
Okay.
somewhere in there.
So,
He'll
So
just hand you
hungry.
the candy bar at that point. Like, I don't know, whatever.
and I say around a mouthful of peanuts. Yeah, I know. I screwed up. Amber's going to church, apparently.
Well, she does that occasionally.
Yeah, but it's not good.
Maybe she just misses home.
Maybe. Anyway, so I was thinking of, now I got peanuts in my teeth. Couldn't get like a Milky Way, huh? Anyway.
I didn't buy it for you, sweetheart.
I don't think Milky Ways were invented yet.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
it was
they
just
were.
Snickers.
Yeah,
You know,
Snickers was the
I
only
know it's
candy bar
morning.
until 1994. Everybody knows
I know
that.
I know it's
Amy-
morning, but let me just say we're getting a lot of tea for a morning now.
We are.
Amy says, So last night made me realize that I don't know that I can run the club and do this whole thing. So I'm thinking about selling the club, or more precisely, what's inside the club. Because I imagine we're like, at least in my office doorway, if not in my office. Like she's, I think, got the secret part open at this point. Like sort of wave to it, to Eliza.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's up to you, I guess. I'm not selling my truck.
Well, I don't want you to sell your truck, but like,
Right, 'cause,
do you have any other thoughts besides? I try to do like my best Zach voice. Besides, like, all right, I guess.
Oh, just a lover spat.
ladies, it's your business. Like, literally. I'm not about to tell you what to do.
But what do you think of the idea?
Well, I miss the old place, sure, but, We're hired to do a thing, and if you think that's the thing you want to do, club's a lot of work.
Is a lot of work. Do you know
Yeah,
Heather
you're
had
not
never
feeling
met? Did you know Heather had never met a gay person before?
Oh, I'm
Well, she
sure
met a
she's
bunch
met
of
a
them
bunch
last
of gay
night.
people. She just didn't know.
Well, she didn't know what gay people were. There, I'm trying to think if Amy would say it. I feel like in a really weird way. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but
Did you tell them just how gay all of us are?
I did not.
Oh.
But she seems like once she
Not all.
figured it out, she seemed okay with it.
Huh.
But that's what the incident was all about, apparently. She didn't think that a man would bite another man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought I was gonna get a bite or two last night, but I think the battle bots.
Battle.
You
How
know.
much money did you lose at BattleBots?
I won.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean not a lot, but I don't bet a lot. I only bet a lot when it's a skill someone claims they have, and I don't think they have it. People whipping bottles. They got the skills, you know.
They got the skills to pay the bills. I think we're gonna be wrapping it up here for the night. There's
Oh,
a quarter
pretty
to
good
11.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, I don't wanna dive into the conversation,
Mhm.
especially the high stakesness of selling the club and all that.
He's literally already forgiven you, and he's now just speaking to you in a reasonable way. Like,
Okay, you know I've been salty for a little bit, so now I'm gonna back off. I have a lot in common with Zach, is what I learned tonight. But let's go in reverse order. Let's start with the Milady Cyto. Your favorite part, and where we can find you if you would like to do those things, please.
I would love to. My name is Milady Cyto, and you can catch me here as well as on my channel where we play tabletop games on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And when I'm not there, you can catch me on this channel playing tabletop games. My favorite, there was a lot of funny things that happened. There was a lot of sassy, there's a lot of sassy shit that came down.
Yes, there was.
The relationship between, first I was like invested in the relationship between Devin and Devin and
Kevin.
Zach. Then I was invested in Devin and Kevin because I was like, is this going to be a thing? Can we talk maybe Natalie into this being a thing? Is there going to be twins? We don't know. It's possible. She may not. She might.
I'm down for twins because that gives me safety in case anything ever happens to one of them. I can still do the voice.
You
Devin,
accidentally
you're
slip
still
into
alive?
If you accidentally slip into a brogue, then it's Kevin.
There we go.
Oh gosh. But I really was invested into that, and then this little morning exchange between Zach and Amy has got me back on the Zach and Amy train, just like that.
Oh, I can't be
whole-
tied down, honey.
Yeah,
I'm all over the place.
Zach's a
You
rambling
know.
man, a roast beef
Neither
rambling man.
Neither
Why do you
neither
think
can.
so? Why do you think I got so good at tangling people up in whips?
Stars.
I do love that a lot. I enjoy the relationship that Amber and Samuel have. I can't wait to hear the manually discussion that Samuel and Amber's dad will have
God,
over
I'm gonna have to
breakfast.
study manly things over
Like,
the next week.
I don't know anything. I gotta Google.
It's gonna.
yeah.
It's gonna.
It's Minnesota in the
Yes.
80s, so you got to talk about the cabin.
Yeah, there you go. You
Fishing,
wanna go musky
deer
fishing?
season.
Never, you never guess I went fishing earlier and I got myself the biggest trout. I filleted it
There you go.
right there.
Walleye.
Maybe
walleye.
I'll have you sub in for Amber's dad.
I cut its guts open, found a tiny crab. Neatest thing I've ever seen. That
Oh
actually
my god,
happened with
that's adorable.
That's exactly what happened with my own dad. He
That's
used
adorable.
to tell me, he's like, you want to play a game of cut the guts open and see what's inside? Love you, Dad. He also forced me to learn how to fillet.
Is your dad
my-
Mr. Cyto or Mr. Milady?
Mr. Cyto, I see.
Mr. Dunno. You and Kelly and chat went fishing and got the biggest moose. That sounds like a story.
What?
All
Yeah,
right.
they hide in the water sometimes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jaws was almost a moose.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Learn new things every day, I guess.
I think
would
the moose
never
hiding in
guess
water
that.
is a real thing. I don't know. I don't like outside. It's gross.
Yeah, they really like being in the swamps. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They
Okay.
love swimming
lots of good
along.
eating in there.
Good to know.
Good eating.
I'll stay out of the swamps and continue my streak of not being flabbergasted at how actually big and terrifying moose are.
They are.
Yes.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, moose bites hurt. Yeah.
They are megafauna. There's no joke
they
about
are
that.
one of the leftover megafauna.
So let's save our Discovery Channel chat for some other time, I guess, and we'll slide on over to Dennis. Your favorite parts tonight, if you please.
Well, hi, you can find me on Sundays and the Goodworks channel. You can find me on Twitter at Holy Night Petty. I can't move because kitty.
No, you're fine.
Or else I would be closer. I'm sorry, everyone. But my favorite parts, well, there was a few. I really liked the saving someone's life and the flying home. That was really fun. I also really just like Drunk Amy. Drunk Amy gets me. I enjoy
Drunk
it.
Amy is good times.
I also really enjoyed a conversation that I didn't have, but now I'm having, and I'm saying that it happened. Of me renting out an entire Perkins and then also finding a table company to rent me a table for an hour so that I don't have to sit down on a Perkins table.
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
And hiring a chef, but also keeping the Perkins chef on to just cook bacon.
You're on
You
bacon.
can better get your ass moving then. That's a lot of things to do in an hour.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
enough
fine.
money could make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although it is still the 80s, so it would be a little tricky.
I just
we'll
can't
see.
wait for the manly conversation of all of it. Like, just like, oh, I bet you just did this all for Amber. You're always such a sweetheart,
Yeah,
you know.
It's not that I didn't want to touch a dirty chair beneath me.
Yeah.
And you left the one that made the good bacon. You know that's you know how
You're a real
you know
bro.
how to eat bacon.
I love your Amber Stan voice so much.
Bacon is my favorite protein.
You like the salty meats.
Speaking of bacon, when are you gonna come out and we're gonna go camping together?
Yeah.
I've been really looking forward to it.
Up to the boundary waters. Scott will go up to the
Yeah.
boundary waters.
We'll talk about that later. And I also just really enjoyed BattleBots. I feel like Battle Bottles is just, it gets me super happy as well. I'm gonna want to play that later, and I'm just gonna drop a lot of money, and I hope I win.
There we go. I don't think you'll get Samuel to walk into that warehouse.
You're right. You're
I mean,
right.
anything less than a hazmat suit, anyway.
I'm gonna have to. I'll wear something else. I'll like borrow a tracksuit from Zach.
I would never wear a tracksuit.
Yeah, how
Borrow
dare
some
you?
Yeah, okay. That's better.
This material is so scratchy. People actually wear this.
You see my dick through this? I'm not sure you're supposed to. Where's my short shorts? The normal length of shorts for a man. It's fine. Stop
Well,
looking.
yeah, in the 80s, those were normal shorts for
Mhm.
Well, maybe not with the leopard print on them.
Exactly. I mean, it's a little Captain Rainbow.
All right. Any other
yeah,
favorite
it's-
parts?
Wonderful night.
It was a wonderful night. All right. Thank you very much. Let's move on over to Hope.
Yeah, you can find me at all the places I mentioned before, which are here, Lady Cyto's channel, and Voice from the Baltic Star. I'm almost exclusively there, whether in chat or on screen. I'm hilariously funny in both places. So
I believe it. I've seen it.
My favorite parts of tonight, of course, the star moment was, for me anyway, Amber handing the address over to Zach. I thought that was a very good moment. And then the argument with Amy.
That was
I guess.
that was very cute, actually. I think.
Right? It's like the second you get out from rooting for them as a couple, they give you another moment where like, you know, you could work this out.
Yeah.
You two could work this out, you know? I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying like, you know, cute little demon time lord children could be a thing, you know? Who
Yeah.
knows what kind of mixture mutant thing we can get here.
Wow, that's okay. You heard her, Amy. The clock's ticking.
Yeah.
Better get a butt in the oven before it cools off.
You're as bad as my mother.
Do you lay eggs or do you give birth?
Damn, that's a personal
God.
question.
Yeah, God, I want Samuel to ask Amy that question so she can be so irritated and mad about it.
But additionally, I love those moments, but I also really like Devin, and I love, Natalie, how you just let me not give you a choice about setting a scene for myself.
I'm always down. Well, I'm most often down for that. I mean, you know, I have considerations that come in are the only time where I'm gonna.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I love
absolutely. But this was clearly like telling me about, you know, battle bottles,
Yeah.
and telling you that Zach was charging you into the warehouse double doors, chocolate cigarette hanging from his lips. It was just really fun.
Yeah,
And
Good.
I think we had a good time.
I agree. Thank you, Hope. Robin, of course, the same to you.
Same to you, Robin.
Yes, same to you.
Robin, you can find me most easily on Twitter at KaikaC. Otherwise, you can find me here on Tuesday nights and on Me Lady Cyto's channel on Wednesday and Thursday nights. Favorite part? Yeah, there was a lot of fun parts in this. I don't know what my favorite one was. I think BattleBots, of course, was fun, and Devin was fun. And I'll be honest, I just enjoyed playing Amy and maybe getting a little bit more into Amy's chaotic demon brain, wanting to be responsible, but also being a little bit upside down about how she gets there. I love her relationship with Zach, like where like Zach's mad, and I think like Amy knew that Zach was like mad, and like some of what she was doing in the morning was her weird way of apologizing, I think, for it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I just like her being really concerned that Amber is going to church. I
That's
love
cute. Yeah.
her evolving relationship with Denise, and I love seeing more of Denise, who like is just in this really topsy-turvy situation where like she is working for a demon who casually drops that like Samuel is actually kind of like an angel, which is exactly what Denise would probably like to be.
Definitely like to be
More-
associated with more, yeah.
Yeah, more so. And then
I mean,
Amy's
I'm a
like,
little more than an angel, but that's fine.
well, you know, though, but like you're a celestial being, which is part of the reason why like Amy kind of put it the way she did. Is she's like, well, he's not really an angel exactly, but he's more in that realm. And then yeah, just being like, wait, church. I know somebody who goes to church. Denise,
I know
go
a
to that church.
person. What a weird call that would be to get from your boss.
Right?
Yeah. Your demon boss, nonetheless.
I need you to go to a different religion's church.
I mean, this is really potato. It's like, do you want
I
lutefisk
mean,
or
definitely to Amy,
Yeah.
it's potato.
yeah?
She's like, I don't know, it's one of those churches.
Okay.
I do think this hasn't really come out yet, but I do think Amy, kind of behind the scenes, Amy is actually glad that Denise does not wear a cross. Not because most people, when they wear crosses, I don't think it really affects her, but she actually might suspect that Denise is like an actual good person who believes, and so like Denise could potentially actually do some damage to Amy. I feel like.
Yeah. If she only knew.
If she only knew, which is I think kind of like another funny little wrinkle in their relationship. But yeah, all of it was fun, and seeing Amber at home and Zach dropping her off. And Samuel with his healing somebody and flying away like an angel.
Like an angel.
Like an angel.
Teacher says every time a druggie does a bump, an angel gets its wings.
God, no.
I mean, it feels like that for the person doing the bump.
Yep.
That's true.
True.
That's true. Also true.
Thank you all for joining us. I am Natalie, also known as Dark Aardvark. You can find me on Twitter at Dark_Aardvark. It is one of the best places to keep up with me. There's also the Discord, the small, humble, but friendly Discord for you to come join and enjoy. I'm also just realizing I need to be updating the YouTube more. Still working on that. We'll get there. But you can find, eventually, all of Season 3 of... all of Transporter Room Season 3, where we discuss Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3. Convenient how that works out. Although I just realized... Anyway, that's a future problem. Which is on Tuesday nights with myself. The whole top row that you see.
We like to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, we talk about Star Trek. The Next Generation. We recently started Season 4, so we're going through that. And then Wednesday on Malay Saya's channel. And those are the places to watch me. My favorite part tonight, I mean, they've all been said. I loved getting a glimpse of Samuel's powers and how coquettish, I guess would be the way to put it, about how he is demure in using them. The getting a little bit of Amber's home life was a delightful surprise to me. Salty Zach, I didn't know how much I needed Salty Zach in my life. I hope it is my desire to not see him have to be salty very often.
One of his favorite singers
I want him
is
to be
Tom
happy.
Petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard his
Good to be
music
king.
recently. Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah. And then of course the I feel like Robin has really had the chance with Amy. I mean, we're only 4 sessions in, but did get the chance today to really sort of open up Amy a bit. We got deeper insights. I guess all my favorite parts are getting deeper insights into like we're starting to get past the tip of the iceberg of the characters and starting to see what's below the waterline a little bit, which is a lot of fun. Showing how much more complex they are. Kelly loves Amber's dad. Top Shelf Entertainment, thank you very much. Not just because you are so complimentary, but it's always a delight to see Kelly and Slick Click, and I know I'm going to forget people, so I shouldn't have started saying any names. Maharishi, all of you, you are noticed and appreciated very much. But that will do it for us tonight. Yes, blow kisses, heart hands. It means a lot to me that players show up to play in my games, and then that people want to like sit and watch. I'm gonna get emotional if I'm not careful. But thank you very much for everyone. We will see you next week. When we might get to this meeting and the confluence. I'm looking forward to so much stuff for next week already. But until then, we will see you. Okay, bye-bye.